Bangin' beers, bangin' beers, time to bang some beers. Bangin' beers, bangin' beers, time to bang some beers. If you got some beers to bring, you know we're always down to hang. One or two or three more, come see what we've got in store. A beer for you and a beer for me, 1 and 1, and that makes 3. So if you think you're down to hang, come and join the bangin' gang. Bangin' beers, bangin' beers, time to bang some beers. Bangin' beers, bangin' beers, time to bang some beers.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, episode 95.
95.
If you are looking for last episode on YouTube and all those places, I don't think I did it. I don't know if I did it or not. Wait, hold on, I'll tell you right now. I think after the show's over last night, we just kind of hang out. No, it's up. Never mind. I did the right thing. It's all up there.
You did the thing.
We did it.
Good job.
We will have one more episode to roll out this weekend. It will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. It'll be myself, Ben, Andrew, Bob, and Austin, my brother, who's home. So that'll be tomorrow's episode, and we're going to be doing Mellow Mink, and I'm not 100% sure what pumpkin beers yet we're going to be doing. So
Pumpkin roulette.
Surprise.
yeah, I have enough. I think after this Sunday, if we have enough to do
This whole month's like pumpkin roulette, right?
Yeah. I think we haven't. The pumpkins will every Friday now. We'll be done our pumpkins. We have enough to now last us every Friday.
Sweet.
Yeah. So last night's episode was cool. We did for the first time ever Strange Roots on the episode. Really really cool stuff. And we had pumpkin beers by. How do you say it? Elysian. I always say Elysian. I don't know why. Elysian. They were really good. I think Elysian right now, their Great Pumpkin is the lead for me for the best pumpkin beer.
That was a really good one.
We will see. A lot of people in the pages that we shared this lineup to said the Imperial Pumpkin Ale is fantastic, and the Warlock is really good. So we'll see how that goes when it comes to that. But tonight we are joined by Ben, Andrew.
Here.
Sarah, who's hanging out with us. She's been on a few banging beers.
I'm back.
Last episode was episode 19.
Yep. Long
Clocking that
ago.
one.
And then we have Uncle Dan here hanging out with us.
Dan the
I'll be
Van
here,
Linsky.
glad to be
Dan
here.
the Van Linsky. He had a
Don't destroy my name. Don't destroy it.
he had a nickname back in the day. We can't use that one
No.
anymore. Dan was on the first couple like early episodes of Bangin' Beers, and spoiler alert, he gets drunk quick.
Yeah.
Just
get-
don't get us kicked off the internet.
Yeah,
So
he
I-
had,
so I can't
he had
say
like
the-
2 15% stouts.
Yeah,
and
don't
he's-
say the George Carlin
Wow.
words. Yeah.
Yeah.
730 words. You
They're
can't
not
say
even
on
that
television.
bad anymore.
No. All right. So
Like, that's just a primer now at this
Yeah.
point.
if you guys are here, make sure you help us out by hitting that share button. Let people know we exist. That's super, super helpful. Steve in the chat, Steve from Beer You Are Podcast, show
What up,
those guys some
Steve?
love.
What's up, Steve?
Jen Myers, who's our super fan, she's always here. Thank you guys for hanging out and chatting. Chat is open. What are you guys drinking on Saturday night? Tell us. Last bit of news we have. This applies to all the shows, but I will just say for Bangin' Beers, if you want merchandise, get it now because
Yes.
these logos are going to be retired. We're going to
Yes.
retire the Pornhub logo. We're
Yes.
retiring the microphone logo. We're retiring the Passable Ribbon possible rip-off logo, and we're going to be retiring the skull. So please, by the end of the month, once this month's over, get your stuff. It's going to be gone. If our new logo is not done by the end of the month, the skull will stay there. But we're going to do a very small merch store now. So it's going to be like T-shirt, hoodie, maybe a long sleeve. And then what we're going to do, we're going to have an item of the month where it might be like leggings for girls or a female crop shirt. And it's only going to be there for that month. And then once because we want to make the merch page look less cluttered. Because if you go there now, there's like 5 shirts, 5 different styles. It's really hard to sift through everything, and I want to make it as easy as
You
possible
would
for
think that
everyone.
they would batch them in, like, or have them, like, if it was like a T-shirt and they did certain ones.
Yeah.
But that's odd.
Yeah, the website's a
odd.
little funky, but get it while you can. A lot of that stuff's going to be going, so if you want certain merchandise, get it now, and that goes for all the shows. And then, like I said, we pretty much revamping the way we're doing the rest of the network. It really doesn't apply to Bangin' Beers, but every Thursday now, the shows will be on, and new logos are coming. Not member changes, but members from one show will all be on another show, so it's like double teaming, but it's going to be fun. But let's get into tonight's episode.
Ooh-wee.
We're gonna start with the only beer that is not on the lineup.
The ironic.
Yeah.
The ironic beer.
So the episode's titled Great South Bay, who we have never had on the show, and Southern Tier. They're going to be the Southern Tier is going to be representing all the pumpkin beers tonight. And then the only one that's not represented is Sloop Brewing Company. So shout out to Harrison and the It's Just Beer podcast boys. But this is the No Pumpkin IPA. So
No pumpkin.
So it's just an IPA, but they just decided because
They went with the irony of it.
They
I
just
want
wanna
to try this one too because it's just funny.
yeah. So this is the No Pumpkin IPA. So this is not a pumpkin beer, but we're
Yeah.
going to start with a pumpkin beer that's not a pumpkin
Brewed
beer.
without any pumpkin or spices for 100% pure IPA pleasure.
I mean, finally, right now.
Yeah. So Ben, if you want to read that off, we'll crack this open here.
Well, good thing I had it up. There you go.
There it is.
No, that's what she said. No Pumpkin is a Sloop Brewing Company New England IPA clocking in at 6% alcohol by volume. Sloop Brewing Company is a regional brewery at Hopewell Junction, New York. No Pumpkin IPA is a fall seasonal IPA that is flavored without the use of pumpkin or spices. That's right, no pumpkin in the beer.
Ooh,
We
that smells
feel
nice.
that this trend and these particular flavors are gross in beer and many other pumpkin-infused items you will be experiencing this fall. The real flavor is from this IPA comes from the hops, but not some useless squash. There are fruity notes of blackberry, boysenberry, and grape. So enjoy your pumpkin spice chai mocha latte this fall. But when you and your palate need a break from pumpkin invasion, grab a Sloop No Pumpkin.
Shit, I'm kind of mad I didn't buy this sooner.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
So
pretty good.
9,860 check-ins. It averages a 399. Eight friends have checked it in and gave it a 409. So this is pretty high up there in the rankings. Sloop Brewing Company is out of Hopewell Junction, New York City. They have made 155 beers. I'm having a stroke tonight. Yeah, 100
You smell burnt toast.
yeah, 145 beers they've made. They average a 398, so they're right on the cusp of 4. I personally personally had 7 Sloop beers. A few of them I've had a couple times, but I'm a fan of Sloop. They make great beers. They're great people. They're like I feel like we're told like they're the Trogs of their area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fair comparison.
Very
Harrison.
nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice, easy drinker.
It's Sloop, man. They
Yeah.
make great beer.
I like, it's right up my alley. It's like,
Nice citrusy.
I took a whiff. I'm like,
Very
oh,
sweet.
I
yeah.
kind of can't stop putting it down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or like I can't get.
Who needs
I
more?
keep
There's
picking
still
it up.
some.
mean,
there is
go
some in
ahead.
the can if you guys want some more of it.
Like, oh, yeah, this is so good right
See,
now.
now I get
That's my
grapefruit.
notes.
Yeah, there's definitely some grapefruit. There's
Yeah.
different citrus notes.
Yeah, the citrusy.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm trying to pick up a little bit of the floral.
I'm
I
getting
think
that.
that's the scent of the floral.
Smooth,
I
hot,
get a little
fruity,
bit of
soft,
that.
floral. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the like smell. There's a little bit of.
Mm-hmm. And if you really track it down a little bit, you do get a little bit of the floral when you get that citrus then afterwards.
Oh,
It kind of like,
Apparently not in New Hope Junction anymore. Ben fact checked me. I wasn't aware of that.
oh, I
Maybe they
didn't
moved.
know.
Well, we'll check it out. While Ben's fact checking, Sarah, you're hanging out with us again tonight. What do you give this beer? Or what do you think of it? What are you getting out of it?
I like it. It's really enjoyable. And, you know,
On a 1 to 5, what would you give it?
I think I give it a 4.
A 4?
Yeah, I think I would like buy this.
I'm
Like, I would
getting
buy
a
this
lot.
as
Like
a-
they're saying the blackberry, boysenberry, and grape, but I'm getting definitely more citrus.
Yeah,
get a-
like
I
same
am
here,
I'm not
like,
getting
I'm
the-
not getting any.
I get a little bit of berry
But
on
then
the end.
again, like
No, not-
sometimes if you eat enough berries, you kind of get that like
I mean, it's almost 3 months old,
that.
and it's
tang.
still solid.
Yeah, definitely not fresh. Well,
A little bit berry. I
a
can
lot
get.
of these pumpkin beers are not going to be super fresh
They're
because
not. You don't need them to be
pumpkin beers all come out in like
fucking July now.
July, September.
Yeah,
And
so-
we wanted to wait for the appropriate time to drink them. Like all the Oktoberfest came out.
The only ones you really need to worry about that are IPAs usually.
Yeah.
So like these type of like you could sit this underneath like your radiator for the next year and it's probably still gonna be fine.
Yeah. East Fishkill, New York.
Oh, they moved.
Yeah. East
Interesting.
Fishkill, New
There you
York.
go.
That's,
Need
that's why,
update on
that's what
the
they
Untapped.
said.
That's why the beer you are guys are way more versed in their beer knowledge and education. We just drink the shit. I mean, we're just like I said, we're the rock stars of the beer world.
Yeah, like our buddy Bob. Bob's right on pine and tropical fruit notes up front, smooth and fairly light bodied. Surprised to actually catch berry notes on the finish.
Bob is a treasure.
He's
to
my
this
highlight. He's my highlighted.
Bob was like like picking up a really, really underrated free agent, and then he came and joined the show, and he's been a fucking mega star for us. He's averaging triple doubles. He's killing it.
He's your VIP.
It's pretty nutty.
MVP.
Dan, what do you think of this?
I would, and I'm not one for that citrus stuff, but I would buy this.
Yeah?
I'd probably say a 3.
3. Nice. You're not a big like citrusy IPA guy.
No.
You like your
I like my stouts,
stouts,
my porters,
dark beers.
Imperials. Yeah.
Not a sour guy.
Definitely not.
Not a pumpkin guy.
No. Dump it in the woods.
Dan made one video back in the day, drinking a pumpkin. I'm just gonna say it the way he said it. This is a pumpkin apple cider, and he pops the top off it, and he drinks it and goes. and he's in the woods because he's like an outdoorsman bushcraft guy. He spits it everywhere in the woods. His dog looks up at him like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh," and he can't breathe. He's like, "Oh, fucking gross." and then you see the camera, and it's dump it in the woods, and he just dumps the whole beer out. A huge bottle too. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Dan likes our pumpkins tonight.
I get that floral, like in the empty glass. I get that floral, but
Yeah.
I'm not
Not
getting
when
the
I'm-
berry though.
I'm
Like,
not
I don't
getting
taste any berry.
You get it at the
I'm-
kind of little at the end. You have to really find it. You have to
I'm
kind of
not
like
feeling it.
figure it out.
I mean,
Mary-
it's good. It's a solid IPA.
Mary McHale says, "Hey Dan."
hey.
But most importantly, you guys, it doesn't have any pumpkin.
No pumpkin.
So
fucking
no
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Yeah.
No pumpkin. Was nice.
What do you give it, Andrew?
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, this is super solid, especially for being a 3-month-old like shelf can. I mean, it's still really good.
Yeah. I believe Bob. I think Bob brought this too. Someone brought this. I lose track of who.
Yeah,
brings
that's been
what.
sitting on the shelf, and I'm like, I should probably buy that, and then I just didn't.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna,
should have like labeled stickers for like and like label your beer so I know who brought it. You know.
I
what
should.
mean? Like-
I should do that. We're slowly cleaning out the back stock in the fridge now. I'm gonna give it a 4. Ben, where you at?
Right on the full.
You alive, Ben?
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm
Oh.
figuring it
Just
out.
contemplating.
Calm the fuck down. Hey,
This is important.
It's
Ooh.
only one around the entire table.
This is a fucking family show.
Ooh.
I would definitely say, you know what? It's right up my alley. I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. You get the floral. You go with a half of a mouthful and you drink it really quick and you taste the berry out of it. That's the trick if you want to try and unlock that berry note. So, yeah, this is pretty
Pro
good.
gamer
It's
move.
like a goddamn achievement.
That was such a strange.
You unlock the berry taste.
The best way to drink it. It's like
Wow.
just put in your fucking mooch and drink it.
What's this called?
This is
Pumpkin.
So we
Imperial
sell this
pumpkin ale.
at my gas station.
Southern
Oh my
Tier
gosh.
Pumpkin Ale.
So this is one of the heavy hitters. This is one of the pumpkin beers that people look for. Southern Tier pumpkin.
This one's actually one of the few decent ones that are out there too.
This is probably the most expensive beer that I sell at my gas station.
It
honestly.
might be. Yeah,
Yeah.
Southern Tier doesn't mess
I
around.
never looked at it and because I forget what app I used, but like what prices around us and everything, and this one bar sells at $8 a bottle. And I
Wow.
was like, oh my gosh.
That is
Wow.
horribly overpriced.
This
Wow,
this was
is right.
$4.75.
I saw, yeah. I was like, okay, that seems. I was like thinking of like.
Pumpkin pie in a glass is what it says, and that's pretty much what it is.
I was
I
just
had
gonna
people
say,
to buy
yep.
it though. They're like.
This beer I
Insane.
got from all the Southern Tiers I got from the courthouse in Frackville. So if you're ever looking for if you're in the School County area, you want a good mix of 6 place, head over to the courthouse in Frackville. Tell them Bangin Beers
Give me a little
podcast sent you. They love us over there. They
Or
hook
come
us
see
up.
me at my job.
Or go see her at the gas
Yeah.
station. Where you at?
At the Ravine off of 81
All right.
704. There you go.
Passed there today.
Where you really?
Southern Tier Brew Company
past,
out of Lakewood, New George. Lakewood. Sorry, Dan's talking. It's throwing me off. Lakewood, New York.
Oh, God.
They have made one beer in. Dan's losing it. 315 beers. They average a 3.79.
Fucking jump ship with Dan.
Yeah, guys, this is gonna be.
Don't follow my ship.
Giggles.
I can't have the volume up in the dining room listening. Yeah, Jen has kids around. We gotta
Okay.
watch your fucking mouths.
Yeah, this is a fucking family show.
All right, no more. I mean, unless it happens naturally, don't.
Well, fuck.
But as natural as
Just like,
it gets.
Earmuffs.
Oh man.
Earmuffs, kids.
Pumpkin puree and spices, multi-bread, cinnamon dominates, not donates. They don't donate. They dominate
That's
with
a cinnamon
nutmeg
donut.
and vanilla in the background. Jen listens with the subtitles on. She says it's hilarious with the subtitles. I forget what words we say that come up completely wrong.
I'll do the predictive subtitles.
Oh,
It's
yeah, right.
hilarious sometimes.
Oh, the F-bombs come out like, I think they say like an explicit or something like explicit or like, yeah.
redacted.
So it's like it's like my text messages then.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's like hieroglyphs. What you did. You have to get like the. You got to get the Red Ryder secret ring decoder.
Yeah.
Decoder ring.
yeah. When Dan texts you, it's
It's brutal.
it's like
You
he's
take a half hour to get a what?
yeah.
To get what out of it?
It's like he texts with his elbows.
You know what? That's absolutely correct.
His phone autocorrect like a week into owning it. Like he gets a brand new phone and the phone just like
I'm done.
Question marks.
I'm done.
the phone's
like, now we're
autocorrect
out.
shoots itself in the head.
Oh my god.
I'm done.
Yeah, we are. Steve, you already know how this show rolls. He says we're bad in our show cursing 21 plus. Yeah, that's all of our shows. We could be talking about kids' books, and we're just we're not. I mean,
Hey, those
Motherfucking
fucking-
unicorn.
It's like those fucking Berenstain Bears, not Berenstein.
so
Yeah.
all right. First
Wow.
off, this beer is
I went there.
interesting.
It's exactly what it
Yeah.
says, a pumpkin pie in a glass.
I was just gonna say, perfect description right there.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's
This
good.
seems like the beer
Damage control.
that you can bring to holidays and rub in your face to your relatives that you just went bankrupt for this for this 4-pack.
This was $30 a six pack. It's good. I like it. I don't think it's the top for me.
It's a classic. I think it's a classic pumpkin beer overall. It's
Oh.
just that signature taste and all.
And we added a new category to the show
No?
last
Wow.
night. So we have beer of the night, can art of the night, and then we've added beer name of the night.
Nah.
'Cause I
I
feel
like
like-
that, 'cause there's
that
some-
does deserve it.
Yeah.
Like
So basically, we have Evil Genius on it. It'll be fine, but the beer will be terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe. I like Evil Genius beers.
I have a pumpkin pie beer in the fridge. That's
And there
actually
goes our
pretty funny.
invitation to Evil Genius.
I have one in the fridge.
They're
That's
Philly.
actually
They
a
have
good play
thick
in
skin.
words.
you have great names, Evil Genius.
Your beer. not
we
so
were
much.
reached out to by a local.
That is my own personal opinion on Evil Genius.
Yeah.
That does not represent the things of Bangin' Beer podcast.
Given a full disclosure.
We were reached out to by a local business in our area who has a pretty big tap system in their bar, about 26.
Something like that.
Yeah, and they get a bunch of barrel aged caskers beers, and they get
They have
Oh,
a
okay, yeah.
huge can list too.
huge
Bottle.
can list, and they seem to be into us. So we're gonna work out the details and work out something possible on location
Yeah.
in a place in Schuylkill County.
Yeah.
So,
What?
Probably, in my personal opinion, the best craft beer list in the county right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, like right out of the gates.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just have barrel aged stuff, that's alone.
Well, what we apply the
Little Brown Barrel
the-
in Minersville.
the Little Brown Barrel in Minersville, Pennsylvania.
The new
Barrel.
one, yeah,
Yeah.
it just opened up,
It's
right?
literally like up the street from my house. So like
All the-
my
That's
wife and I have
awesome.
been just we walk up and had dinner. The food's awesome, but like,
all food made from scratch.
yep,
Oh,
the
wow.
food's fantastic.
It sounds like a Western bar, the Little Brown Barrel.
But like literally, like Rich and I went on Monday, I think, and like as we're there, like they bring in like a keg of Kentucky Breakfast Stout
oh, yeah.
and the new maple
Oh,
one
yeah.
from them as well,
Oh,
from
yeah.
Founders.
So
Good.
they reach out and they make sure they get the barrel. They get the stuff that's not easy to get. And they make sure that like they're into their beer game. From what I taught when I talked to the owner, I reached out, messaged their page. I called him. We had a conversation. We were supposed to go today, but things happened. We weren't able to do so. A lot of stuff fell through, but we're gonna be set. It probably the episode's gonna be happening sometime this month.
Cool.
What I would say maybe is because we could make it today, if you can like make a walk up and just kind of scout out where would be a good place to set up or put our things.
I mean, it's the wooden
Just start
keg.
like taping stuff off
Yeah.
when you go in there. Just
Okay.
be like, this is.
Oh,
I mean, it's in where the wooden keg and Johnny's was. In
The
Minersville.
only
Oh, yeah.
the only place the only day we cannot do now is the 22nd because I just got a text message. We may be going to Free Will
Oh, nice.
on the 22nd.
Oh, what am I saying? I'm not going.
I
mean,
you
you
can be
can go-
happy, Dan.
You can be happy for us.
I am
Alright.
ecstatic.
Nice.
So we may have an episode lined up with Free Will.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So Pumpkin, this is one of the classics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now Southern Tier, they're New York, right?
They are in New York.
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
they have an awesome brew pub in Pittsburgh,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
Like right.
Oh, yeah.
Right
On-
near Heinz Field.
I think it's on the intersection of like something and Tony Dorset.
I don't. It's right. It's like 2 blocks from Heinz Field.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
it's it's a really cool place. The food's good. Like they have a great selection of all their beers. They had a lot of good takeout stuff and like merch.
They have a good lineup of nitro beers then too.
Yeah.
Their nitro beers are actually pretty decent, and if you really want to go above and beyond the call, their dessert stouts are actually awesome.
Everything
as
they
well.
had is fantastic, and they do the North Shore Fog too, which is like
Oh,
a
cool.
Pittsburgh beer
We just got a
because
beer.
it's on the North Shore
Oh.
of the Three Rivers.
Gotta mute that. We just got a beer shout out on Instagram. So shout out to the Beer Dad Show. They just did an episode with It's Just Beer. I'm sorry, Beer You Are guys, not It's Just Beer. Beer You Are guys. So they just put a post out saying like shout out to all these other craft beers,
Sweet.
craft beer people.
Shout out.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. So go follow. And if you're go follow the Beer Dad Show. Really entertaining guys.
Southern Tier also has like creme brulee, a
Yeah.
creme brulee stout. They
Ooh.
have a Samoa this, which is
Yeah.
a like Samoan cookie.
Yeah, they're one of my go-to
Stout.
like that
Oh,
just
yeah,
ready
they
to
got
grab variety
coconut.
packs.
Oh, Southern Tier.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have like a 15 pack that has like 4 or 5 different beers in it. That's just like usually cold in most places and just
Mhm.
like $20.
And they also have a chocolate orange stout, I think, too.
Yes, I believe so.
And the mint chocolate chip. They do a
Yeah, the
lot.
mint chocolate
They
chip
do
is
a
very
good
good.
variety. And there's the chocolate nitro stout
Yeah.
that Uncle Dan from It's Just Beer rants and raves about. So
yeah,
you
and
can't shut him up about
Yeah.
that.
and like I said, the grab and go pack. It's like I think their Lakeshore Fog IPA. Their double
Samoa
West
is
Coast
the money
IPA.
beer.
Their double West Coast IPA. I think there's one of their Pilsners or a Hells maybe. I forget. Another IPA too. But
We just got reached out to. Kind of a big deal, especially when it comes to like a local area, and local guy who has a huge global outreach. I would say now, much respect. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna come out and say honestly right now. When I first seen the page, I was not a fan. I just thought it was like frat boys acting like idiots. And then when I seen the acceptance of the group, they don't care race, color, religion, nationality, what you believe, political agenda. They just want everyone to kind of get along, have fun, and not just bring negativity to their page. They have done things to help raise money and awareness for. They brought money to local business. For Trav's Virtual Dive Bar.
Oh, nice.
So when I made my post today saying who wants to join the table tonight, Trav reached out and said, "I'm in." Like, but he goes, "What day?" And I said, "Oh, it's tonight at 9." He goes, "Shit, I can't do it tonight. Let's set something up in the future." And I said, "All right."
Cool.
And I said, "Well, kind of his layout and his look and his garage where he hosts his events and stuff is kind of iconic background. So it would be cool to maybe bring it on location to the dive bar, and hopefully we can work something out." A lot of respect to those guys. I mean, their community is what I wish our community can get to. You know what I mean? Just where we have just hundreds or thousands of people who just are like-minded and accepting and love each other and find common ground within what they're passionate about.
Yeah,
Kind of like what people
saying
should
that,
be.
like,
Yeah.
With our the Bangin beer community, we just started post people.
Yeah, we're up to 300 members. We do have active members who are posting beer reviews and posting cool things. So we really thank you guys. But if you want to join the great community, and it's a great way to find other podcasts too. So if
Yeah.
you want to check out the other great beer podcaster, there's a guy. His name just slipped me because I'm just going off. I'm ranting right now. The guy he has a YouTube page and he does little beer reviews. I believe he's also a pro wrestler.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did he post it on our
He did,
stuff? Okay,
yep.
give me a moment.
He posted a video. So we have a lot of really cool stuff on there, man.
But
So
yeah,
the-
guys, it's just whatever you're drinking. Like I posted a beer from the middle of the Appalachian Trail today. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know what you're drinking.
what are
Yeah.
we drinking?
Like-
Come on, let's talk beers.
Because we might have had it, or we want to find it.
Yeah, or hey, it's something that we want to see. Cool, awesome.
Yeah. So Ben, what are you gonna? While you're looking it up, we'll go by Sarah again. Sarah, what do you score the Pumpkin?
I'm gonna say like a 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good. I mean, I like it. I really did. It's a good seasonal beer.
Yeah.
Is the podcast called Let's Have a Beer?
No, but they're
Different.
great too.
Okay.
It's just a guy. I forget his name. He made a video of him drinking a peanut butter jelly beer.
Okay, I'll keep moving. All right.
It should be recent. Dan, what do you think?
believe it or not, I'll give this a 4.
Holy shit!
I'm telling you, I
And
think
you say you
somebody-
don't like
wow.
pumpkin beers.
I am not like that. Like you said, it was like eating a slice of.
Is it
pumpkin
Rod
pie.
Wilder?
It's a pumpkin
Yes.
pie.
Okay, there we go. I found him.
Yeah.
Just-
Click on his link and find out what is it. His. Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just
Are you
telling
done?
you.
Your turn.
We're done. We're good.
You sure? Okay.
Ooh, shiny red ball.
Welcome to the IWP network. We have no structure here.
We're all ADD.
But you get that little bit of like the cinnamon, even in the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I think you're going to be surprised with the pumpkin beers we're bringing.
Yeah. I would definitely put that in my fridge.
Yeah. So
Wow,
Southern
2 for 2.
Wow, he's
Yeah.
stocking
Wow.
it.
Yeah,
stocking it up.
I wouldn't stock the first one, but I would. I would
Maybe get
I
a
would-
4-pack, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a
I-
4-pack, just to throw in an
Yeah.
IPA once in a while.
Hopefully, I have 3 friends.
You don't have to drink them all in one sitting.
Andrew, what do you think of pumpkin?
3.5. I mean, that's high for a pumpkin for me. So, I mean, it's a classic pumpkin. It's nothing's overpowering, and that's my biggest gripe with most pumpkin
Yeah.
beers. Is like it's like you drink it, and it's like I just did the cinnamon challenge with a pumpkin spice. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
that's what so many of them are. That just everything overpowers everything, and this is actually brewed with pumpkin. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that's
maybe.
a key too, because a lot of times people just chuck like a handful of their freaking pumpkin spice into it instead of actually making it
Here's
with the
some
pumpkin.
nutmeg.
Because that was what was great about the one from
That's
Stoker's
the
that
word I
was
was
so
looking
good
for.
too.
Nutmeg.
Yeah, it's got the nutmeg, like the allspice, the cinnamon. Like it's a solid 3.5.
Yeah.
So
First-
I'm really excited about
It's very
this
rare
one.
for me to give a higher than that on a pumpkin beer. So
Yeah, I also went 3.5. I think it's good. It's still not. I mean, this is the one that people said this is the one to. This is the top one people were saying. This one and Sam Adams is the one that's been getting a lot of love on the page. And
I can see why.
So
for me, still the
Yeah.
Great Pumpkin by Elysian is still my top one. I think that was fantastic beer.
Stoker's is still my number.
all
one.
right, I think I'm gonna be.
This
a
is
little
Oh,
a
yeah,
hard.
watermelon out of
Stoker's.
season.
I for-
Stoker's is the best pumpkin beer I've ever had.
Yeah, you know what? Stoker's maybe. I forgot about Stoker's.
We should compare them side
I
by
keep
side.
smelling the microphone. I don't know why.
What is that?
getting hints
That
of,
YouTube page?
The
microphone.
Rodcast.
Yeah.
Rodcast.
Is that his YouTube? Because you're looking at his Facebook.
What
Yeah,
was,
I
your,
know.
who was your last guess? I can smell their breath.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just Rod Wilder. That's what his thing is.
Yeah, so search Rod Wilder on
Yeah.
Good, 'cause
on YouTube.
I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
have.
that's a
Yeah, I
sour,
have it right here.
isn't
It's
it?
Rod
Yeah.
Oh,
Wilder.
I love a good sour.
No joke.
Can't
It's
do
Rod
it.
Wilder. But while Tony's looking that up, I'll give my rating. I gave this a 3.75. Like I said, it is a classic pumpkin ale. I get more of like a pumpkin pie crust,
Do you want to search?
like
Oh,
at that
okay.
very dry at the very end of it, and that's what I really like about it overall. But no, seriously though, that's actually one of my favorites. Kind of like got me into Southern Tier. It was like one of those beers that you wanted to try and find back in the renaissance of like craft beer,
Yeah.
and that was definitely one of them. So I mean, I'm still glad it's still around and carries that that different legacy with other beers. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really hope
3.75.
someone gets this at Christmas dinner and buys it.
The only thing I would say is, man, please, craft breweries, stop releasing your Oktoberfest and pumpkins in the middle of summer.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
Like
really.
there's nothing like going to the beach in like the end of July or early August, and you walk in to get like something nice and crisp to drink on the beach, and it's like, oh, do you want this Imperial Pumpkin Stout?
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking no, I don't.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Please stop doing that. Andrew's going to read off this description, but I just once again want to say we are really excited tonight to bust out the very first time on the podcast, Great South Bay. I believe that they did an interview with It's Just Beer. Sorry, I keep doing that. Beer You Are podcast. I'm very, very sorry, guys. Beer You Are podcast. And I was up in Shangy's with Steven, and he was like, yo, man, you need to grab their beers and do them on your show because they're really good. And not this beer. I mean, the watermelon caught me, but the next can that we're going to do by them really caught me because it looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, so it looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog can. So the main reason why this is on the table tonight is definitely because Beer You Are podcast. So definitely Great South, if you're listening, show those guys more
Beer
love.
communities helping other communities.
That's the greatest thing, man. I mean, I've had ups and downs with other communities when it comes to, because I definitely, this network definitely taps into different regions, whether it's pro wrestling or pop culture or this, and not every page is willing to let you share their content or work with you or do collaborations. I have yet to find a beer podcast that wasn't cool, that didn't want to collaborate, that didn't share our stuff as much as we share their
That's
stuff.
a shame too. Like, 'cause,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how like it's such a shame when you get in like the music scene too. Like, there'll be a bunch of bands that are great, but then others are just like behind the scenes trash each other for no freaking reason.
Yeah,
We're all out there for the same
Yeah,
exact
like comics
reason.
do the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
in a
it's
way.
like-
we know it's like kind of a competition, but not really because people, especially in comedy and music,
At the
there's
end
so
of-
many different types.
Yeah,
there's
that too,
different.
like,
you know what I mean? Like
If
there's
you like bring like a bunch of group, like let's say you have 18, let's say you have 50 followers and they have like it just comes together for a big show. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
point
right,
in
like-
stepping on
Shit.
each other's faces or
Yeah.
fucking feet about it.
That tastes like I think it tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Met their
more of a
owner,
one.
Doug, wild
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, he did say Doug was a really, really cool dude.
yeah. That
If you
does, it does
if you have his
taste just like
contact, tell him we're plugging his beers. Tag him.
Long Island, Billy Joel.
Yeah.
that.
Billy, you know what's crazy?
Good night, Saigon. That's a sad one.
Billy Joel and
I thought you were going to say
Bangin'
Billy Trey there. at
and
one
Billy,
point.
yeah, Billy Joel and Bangin' Beers podcast and Beer You Are podcast have a deep connection. Now that it's Jersey, New York, and then Allentown, it's crazy how much we're all connected here.
All right, so we ready for this one?
Go
Yes.
for it.
So, Melon Face from Great South Bay Brewery. This sour ale is brewed with watermelon. Watermelon! Sorry, there's a huge exclamation point there. The sweet taste of the watermelon cuts through the sour brew, making it light on the palate. It's an easy drinking brew, is reminiscent of a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
I agree.
Yes.
I got a little dregs in the bottom of the
My-
glass.
It does the same thing that every single watermelon beer does. I feel the watermelon super, like, I don't get Jolly Rancher. I don't think it's that pronounced.
I think the
It's-
sourness of it gives me the Jolly Rancher.
It's super easy to drink. It's good for a watermelon beer because I've had some terrible watermelon beers. But like the only one I think that like I've ever had that really shines is like the Green Zebra from Founders.
Okay.
Okay.
But this is super good. I like it a lot.
For me, so apple and watermelon are in the same category. When it's made from candy or puree, it kind of daps into the candy flavor, not the actual flavor of what you're eating.
I feel the problem with using watermelon is you probably have to use a lot of it to get
Yes.
an actual
The-
watermelon
yeah.
flavor through.
I
So,
will say this
probably
though.
artificial.
That's
this-
why it always ends up being a bit muted.
Yes,
to what it
I will
could
say
be.
though, I'm very interested in Dan's take because Dan doesn't like sours. But for me, this is
You
just
actually drank it
just
all
the
too.
right
Yeah.
amount of
Well, I only
sour.
took a little.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just
It's
the,
like more tart. It's not
it's
like
it's
super
more
sour.
tart than sour. It doesn't
Yeah.
hit you in the back of the neck,
Mm.
but it
It's
does.
not that like acidity.
Yeah, it tastes like legit watermelon. It doesn't taste like fake candy watermelon.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't taste like a fake.
That's
like,
definitely a good summer quencher.
Yeah, and this would be a great beach beer. That's what I usually equate most of
Is
my
it weird that I
beers like
taste-
this too.
I taste the seeds and everything. It literally tastes like you're biting into a watermelon.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's very good. Like I said, I think the watermelon. I think it's just probably hard to get watermelon
Yeah.
to really shine in a beer, but it's super good. I like it a lot.
I'm starting with Dan. Dan, what's your score on this?
I'm not a sour guy.
Yeah.
I would say maybe a 2.5 only because it's a
but
sour.
That's definitely not bad.
That's still above average
yeah,
on a
still-
5-point scale.
You don't get that sourness in your throat. You get it on the back of your tongue.
Yeah.
So you get that acidity. But yeah, that's the best I can do.
You've
Mm-hmm.
had you've had sour beers in this show, and you've legit
Yeah,
Had
I
a
wouldn't
panic
even
attack.
swallow it.
you had the bitter beer
Yeah.
face going on.
Well, at first
Need a
when I
legit
seen it was
meltdown.
sour, I was like, oh, here we go. So
I didn't tell him we're having a sour on the episode.
I'll be like eating like 9 containers of Tums when I go home. not off of that one. It was just,
This one's not that bad.
just on the back of your
No.
tongue.
Yeah,
and
I
then
was actually gonna say
lingers off.
it's not.
Some
I'm-
hurt after drinking for a while.
As
Yeah.
someone who drinks like tart ales, like Trogs tart ales, like on the reg, this is like nothing. Like this
Yeah.
is not a sour to me. This is like, oh, this is just a refreshing drink.
Yeah.
I always
So-
made the inside joke if somebody just drank sours all the time, you see all that the teeth rotting.
Yeah, like
just,
that
you
mouth.
can hear the rot,
Hey, you
like
wanna
hear the
see?
rot, like and a little like borehole, like
Like
woodpecker
Bohemia
hole.
tea.
Yeah.
Sarah, what do you score this beer?
Get the little citrus boils on your tongue.
I don't. I mean, like I could see me pounding these in the summer. Which like for a sour beer, you
Five?
don't really say you're gonna pound sour beers. Like so, that's not like if you're going for a sour, it's I don't think it's as sour, but I'll give it a 2.5.
I get more of like a goza than a regular sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is more of a poundable sour.
I mean, it's still really good. It's still
Yeah.
Yeah.
very flavorful. But
Ben.
I still think still has the sour aspects of it,
Yeah.
but I gave it a 3.5 because it's a little like everybody's saying, it's really tough to really fine tune a watermelon beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't see them a whole lot either. So the 3.5 is a good solid 3.5 for what we have there.
You know what
So-
I'm tasting? I'm just now my last sip there. It tastes like, you remember the Laffy Taffies, the watermelon Laffy Taffies that used to
Yeah,
have
I can see
candy
that.
seeds.
the candy seeds. If the sour tart at the end wasn't there, that's the watermelon I'm tasting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
I agree with that. Yeah.
3.75.
where you would
for
take
me.
a bite of it and like it would just like pull.
Yeah.
You're like, this is breaking.
3.75 for me. I really like this. I enjoy eating watermelon, but sometimes watermelon candy things do not do it for me because
You know
it
what,
doesn't
screw it,
taste
I'll do a
like
3.75. I'll bump it up. a
yeah,
little bit.
watermelon candy sometimes just tastes like artificial or it doesn't taste like
Yeah.
that. I think this beer does a great job doing that.
Yeah, I'm between 3.5 and 3.75. I think I'm going to stick with the 3.5, but it's still super solid. I could definitely, this would be a good, like, cookout beer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
They're great in the heat.
You find a
Beach
beer
cookout.
that tastes like a Sour Patch watermelon, and I'm in.
And this is where Tony does not like coffee.
Yeah, Tony is
Tony just made a face.
not going to be about this one.
All right, so this is the
This is the pumpkin
coffee.
cold brew coffee.
Cold brew
Ooh.
coffee.
Yeah. Cold brew, yeah.
It is an ale though, so that may help. I don't know.
It may or may not. We never know.
Oh, that smells wonderful. Like,
Now-
it's just
It smells like pure
super
coffee.
coffee right off with a
That's-
little bit of spice to it.
Now, when we
See, I did it again. It's smelling the fucking microphone.
now see,
Ah, this-
Ooh. It
Smells
smells like right when you
foamy.
walk into a coffee shop.
It does.
honestly.
It does smell
Yeah.
exactly like a coffee
Like if
shop.
actual pumpkin coffee tasted like this.
Yes.
it'd
Like,
probably be
do you
annoying.
know those coffee candles? Like, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you open, like, coffee ice cream?
What is this one
Oh,
called?
Yeah.
This is the cold brew coffee pumpkin.
I just want to smell it.
and this
You
is
get
the.
that
We need some more.
Let me take a
roasted
look at that
smell.
really quick. This is going to be
I found it.
the 2021. Yeah, there's different ones. Cold brew pumpkin 2020.
Oh,
So this is going to be.
Ooh.
Oh my.
that is very good.
Oh, everyone's creaming their pants
Oh
over
my.
here.
I salivated there for a second. Holy shnikes. Oh my goodness.
8.6 pumpkin yam beers from Southern Brewing Company. 2,370 check-ins. 4.10. One friend checked it in, gave it a 4.75. Right up here is 2020. Settle with a smooth, roasty, cold brew coffee combined with pumpkin spice. Each sip provides a sense of comfort as a morning's first brewed batch perfectly roasted coffee.
Which Tony hates.
Here we go.
This is actually. I think this is a step up. This is definitely a step up from the regular pumpkin.
This and also
Yeah.
this like I've had this before, and this one like I scored it a 3, which means it wasn't that great. This is fantastic. This is very, very good.
You don't get the real dry bite at the very end of it like you do the pumpkin.
No, like
Yeah.
the coffee really mellows it out
Mellows
and
out.
kind
It
of
like
like
softens it.
All right, now I'm not a coffee drinker, but I have tried coffee, and I've tried lattes.
You know what they are.
Right, to me, it smells like a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I drink it, and it may be the pumpkin and the spice doing a great job mellowing things out. But to me, either this is if you buy a coffee and it's very like cream oriented, where it's so much of that coffee bitterness is gone or that roastiness is gone. To me, this tastes like more of a latte than it does a coffee.
Yeah.
I get no coffee taste at all in this.
Right.
oh, I get it all on the back end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Back end with me. Yeah.
Maybe my
Totally.
taste buds just evolved tonight, but this is not like when I drink this, it's not grossing me out.
See what they do then too, Tony. There's different methods of madness when
Go
they
ahead.
roast the beans or how they prepare the coffee.
Like
then
when I
too.
sip that, I'm like, I'm going to
Well,
hate
it's cold
this.
brew, so
Like
it's a
cold brew
different-
is a whole
cold brew is a
different-
different type of
Yeah.
coffee. so-
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like cold brew is a less acidic, less bitter coffee.
Yeah, and even if you go like with a pour over coffee, then too you get more of that bold flavor, but you
Yeah.
don't get like as much of the acidity as you would like cranking the shit out.
Yeah,
of
like
it in
if
a frickin'
your
coffee
frame of
pot.
reference of coffee is just drip coffee pot, like
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Pour over, French
Pour
press,
over.
and cold brew are completely different worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
really take
Pour
the edge
over is
off
the
of
way to
this.
go.
Yeah, pour over a French presser.
So
man.
so if a cold brew fresh press, this is what that would taste like.
This would taste like
Yeah.
this is cold brew coffee. So basically, cold brew is just it's cold. It's exactly what it says it is. So
It's brewed.
you do your
cold
your
water.
bean grind. You throw it in a bunch of cold water and you let it sit in the fridge for like 24 hours.
This is good.
And it makes like a coffee concentrate. So like
Mm-hmm.
if the cold brew you make is like triple the strength of regular coffee.
So like,
Which that's what I just drink. I don't dilute it like you're supposed to.
Yeah,
I really
this
like
is-
the cold. I really like the cold.
That's
brew
how you play
coffee.
so fast.
Yeah. I wish.
And then there's also the pour over. I don't want to. I just
No, go
want to
ahead.
be really quick. Pour over coffee is more along the lines. You get more of the bold flavor. You
Yeah.
get a little bit of the acidity, but it's not as bad. But you get more of the pronounced coffee flavors the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And there's a
agree.
nice little place where they give you like it's like 3 cups of coffee with the pour over
Mhm.
for like $3.25. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You
That's
need to
not
get
bad
like
at
a
all.
Chemex, but
I
just
would
Yeah.
I
don't.
would be able to drink that entire bottle and not be grossed out by it.
You got to try out different coffees, Tony.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Just to even sample a little bit.
I love my
man.
French press.
Like I've had
Once you get your combination of your coffee,
Yeah.
like that's why people are like, I need to have it.
Yeah,
like,
like,
you
it's
know,
like beer. It's like I guess like beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's really like that.
I mean,
I've had cappuccinos. I've had lattes. I'm more on the line of a cappuccino latte because it's so creamy and it's so much cream and sugar and stuff. It's not even like, you know what I mean?
So
It's-
yuppie. That's
Yeah.
black
right?
or get the fuck out.
yeah. Black with 1 packet sugar.
No
High
sugar,
five.
no sugar, no cream.
Yeah.
So I started drinking black coffee because, like, basically Duncan just kept fucking my order up. And I'm like, well, you can't mess black up.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah, you can.
What? I love when I see that meme. They're like, every time you go to Dunkin', it's always like you order the same thing. It's always like a different product.
I'm
It's
like,
so true.
The
Like,
very rare opportunity I get to stop on my way to work, I'll be like, cold brew black. And I'm driving out and I'm like, I take a sip and I'm like, why is there sugar in here? And I have them like, I get angry because now I can't drink it. I hate sweet coffee.
You know what I got really turned on to?
Girls.
Yeah.
Well, been there, done.
And
yeah, been there.
coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Danny, for the follow. I appreciate that, Danny.
But keto collagen creamer from Black Magic Supplies. I've been drinking that shit like it's
Just out of
gone
the
out of
carton.
style. No, it's actually just like it has like the omega-3.
Yeah,
like
I've seen
all
that.
combo.
Yeah.
No joke, it's really fucking good.
I
It
just I
is.
like
I'm not
black, I
kidding.
like a good black coffee.
I just do it. I
Yeah.
just do it water. It has a little bit of the caffeine. It still
Yeah,
has
I
like
just-
some of the coffee in it, but man, is it good? No sweetener in it either.
You know what I
It's,
can't
like,
do no
naturally
more?
sweet apparently.
I cannot do those like monster coffee drinks.
Oh, they're
I
disgusting.
know. I cannot no more. I'm like,
They are gross.
once
this-
in a while, if I really need to pick me up, I'm like, maybe, you know,
50
like,
grams of
yeah,
sugar.
like-
Yeah.
I'm gonna start here.
28 grams of carbs.
375.
Ooh, and it has
Ooh.
coffee in it.
I liked it.
Tony's turning like a corner on the coffee.
I think I might be a cold brew guy.
See, that's the thing. The more and more complicated with your coffee order, you're gonna be all like, yeah, it needs to be a cold brew, medium. Yeah, like you need this.
I just wake
You'd
up.
probably like the sweet cream cold brew at Starbucks.
Okay.
That'd be a good intro.
Dude, here's the thing. I got a hot chocolate from Starbucks and I almost burned it down. I was like, how do you fuck up hot chocolate?
Who gets hot chocolate at Starbucks?
There's someone who doesn't drink coffee.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll have a hot chocolate. And I drink. I'm like, this is the grossest thing I've ever had in my
That's why I
life.
said
They
like
probably just got like the mocha pump. And they're like hot water and mocha.
Yeah.
that's
okay.
I think that's my biggest gripe about like I don't mind pumpkin spice and pumpkin coffees are okay, but like Dunkin', it's like 18 slams of that freaking disgusting sweetened garbage, and I'm like, I just want like a hint.
yeah. I'm like, just
But yeah, no, I think the sweet cream cold brew at Starbucks might be a good entry level for you to try.
I'll give it a go.
I always like the unglazed pumpkin spice donuts from Dunkin'.
Yes,
Donuts.
they're good
They're
too.
just really
well,
tasty.
speaking of what you like, Ben, what are you scoring this beer?
All right, so I'm giving it a 4 because I really like how it's
We're
like
now
really
a coffee
mellow.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, this literally turned into it's
Yes.
just coffee.
it's just coffee.
A banging
yeah,
coffee.
that's the new tagline.
Banging
It's just
coffee podcast.
Banging cold brew.
It's just a podcast where we tell Anthony, try this coffee.
It's coffee
Try this
talk.
coffee.
It's coffee talk. We
Coffee
talk coffee.
Coffee talk.
SNL.
Get your coin, Miss Sugar.
Linda
Back when it was good.
All right, Sarah. Let's get off this fucking Southern Tier.
Okay.
This Southern Tier coffee has just sparked more conversation about a beer than
Yeah.
ever before.
Okay, so 4 for me. the coffee, the cold brew.
Do we really need to
process
get into
really-
this?
You're
think we-
damn right I am.
talked for 2 hours.
I get fucking cut off all the time. I am not dealing with that.
Anyway, Sarah, what are your shows?
Too bad. Too late.
What are you scoring it?
What are you? You done? You good?
No, he's good. He got it.
4.
He
It
said-
just mellowed out. So
He
there
said
you go.
4. We talked coffee
You're like,
enough.
you're right.
Yeah. What's your
God damn
score?
it.
I like it. I'm gonna give it a 4 also. I
4?
think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it deserves
I'll
it.
give it a 3.7.
3.75.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with
I'm going
five.
4.
Yeah, throw the 5 in.
4.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
we usually go by quarters, unless
Like
you
I
pay
said-
for premium.
Don't I get to explain the coffee flavor?
No, we've had
Yeah.
enough coffee talk here.
But it tastes like coffee.
Pull up this one, get it ready. Sure.
So like I said, I had like an earlier version of this that I only gave a 3. This is a 4. This is fantastic. I don't know if I had
really
like just like a man batch or something, but
It was
this was
tasty.
awesome.
Maybe like the fact that it sat a little bit.
Maybe like
No.
now that it's warmer, it is very good. Like it's one of those great beers.
Yeah, so if you're
There's a good
not
campfire
if you're not
beer.
at the table, we try to not serve them fresh out of the fridge cold. We try to let them sit a little bit because more of the flavor does come out. That's
especially with these type of beers.
Especially darker flavored beers, really.
Yeah.
If this was in a barrel, I'd put this on tap. That would I'd like to try that on tap.
yeah,
I would even go as far as maybe a cask.
or barrel age it. That'd be fun too.
Barrel aged, yeah.
Oh, a bourbon barrel aged coffee one. Oh.
Bourbon barrel aged
Bourbon-
cask, baby. Let's fucking go.
Bourbon
Let's go for the
barrel-aged.
ball wax.
There's not enough places that do casks. That's what I really like about Turkey Hill up in
And the
Bloomsburg.
and now the brown barrel.
What's this?
Little brown barrel.
Well, no. They have the barrel aged cocktails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Hucklebucks has casks.
Yeah, they do some barrel aged cocktails
Yeah.
too.
Well, no, they have casks there too.
They don't do casked beers.
Oh, no, they?
No.
Oh.
So like, up in Bloomsburg, Turkey Hill Brewing, they actually like do like real casks for one beer usually on rotation,
Mm.
and it's like an 1800s beer engine. Like it's like gravity fed. It's
Oh,
really
that's
cool.
nice.
Well, if I
It
get-
gives like because it has like the natural carbonation. It's not like the CO2 lines like the
Yeah,
rest
it's
of the beers.
you really have to pump.
It gives it a
here's
little
here's
extra.
here's my future goal of what I want to do with the podcast. Hopefully, if I do get this job, I'm not saying every Saturday. What I'd like to do is get a group of us or a team of us on Saturdays to go up to a local brewery in the area. Like take a road trip up to a brewery, go there on a Saturday, have it, maybe take some cans home or a Crowler can home. Then on Sunday, we'll review the beers that we bought,
Do that.
and that would be our Sunday episodes.
You can
Be
do
down
that.
with that.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for if my job calls me back or I get a new job.
Get a new job.
I just want to go back to work, man. I'm sick of sitting here.
I know you're.
I'm running out of Pornhub material, man. I had to switch new websites. It was too much. It's
He's like, I had to switch hands. I get carpal tunnel.
yeah.
Then he was using
You're like
his
the
feet.
news feed isn't switching on the Pornhub.
Once again, welcome to the Motley Crew of Beer podcast.
Then he was
Yeah,
getting
that
his
last
big
beer was
toe
making
and
us
his
talk
other
about
toes.
coffee.
to-
We gotta go back to
I'm
Finish
on
it
to
off.
Dwarven Stepsisters.
sex, drugs, and craft beer.
There you
That
go.
should be our tagline.
And coffee.
Coffee.
and coffee talk.
Bangin' Beers podcast. Sex, drugs, and sex, craft beer, and sex.
Sex, drugs.
Seth.
It should be craft beer first, right?
Yeah, it should. No, sex is first.
Okay.
Beer, boobs, and
Sex, craft beer, and rock and roll. That would be our tagline. We get rid of drugs.
Okay.
No.
I mean, we're just not gonna tell people.
I mean, depending on what state. You're
Yeah.
Are we recreational
Yeah,
or
yeah,
are we?
yeah.
Or if we're medical,
Or if
Now
you're
things are in
Oregon.
Oregon.
yeah. If you're rocking off in Oregon, guys.
Yeah, I'm moving to Oregon.
Talk about Oregon going off.
Well, it's
the
only
rails.
decriminalized. It's
Oh,
not
right.
like you can go to like a bodega and get meth now legally. So it's not that
Pretty
bad.
much.
Not yet.
It's not that bad. It's just if you get busted with it, you're not getting like sent up the like
Yeah.
river.
They're just gonna slap you on the. Hey.
don't do
That's
that.
that's the punishment.
All right, Ben.
Hey.
Ben, let's read off this
Meth
can.
is bad.
Well, they're tired of arresting all the homeless people for heroin because they ain't got no money to pay
Yeah,
the
right.
fines.
They're walking up to a cop like, I'm doing this. I need
Like
food
I
tonight.
need, yeah.
Can you imagine the copy?
Enjoy.
I shit my pants earlier. I need a toilet roll bag. Like,
They just shit on the street.
They're like, are
It's
you
gross.
That's San Francisco.
are you doing drugs? No, but I'm contemplating tonight. It's fucking cold out here.
Yeah. Venice Beach is bad too.
Could you imagine if we just maybe stop putting people in prison for nonviolent crimes and using those same buildings to put homeless people in? I'd much rather pay to help homeless people rehabilitate their lives and get jobs and be members of society again than incarcerating people who do nonviolent crimes. Fun fact. It's about as politic I'm going to get tonight.
Well, that's good. 'Cause I'm not talking about.
He's a little salty over there.
Uh-oh.
We're not going to discuss that. This evening.
Yeah. I think he's on my side.
No, he's
These are not a.
Oh, he's not?
I don't-
I'm not on either side.
Yeah, he's on my side.
I'm an anarchist.
Yeah,
Just let all the laws and drugs happen.
yeah. Legalize everything.
Let's just legalize
Yeah.
everything.
All
We'll
right,
sort the week out.
we get beers so much easier across this country if we could just legalize everything.
Let's get a couple more beers in this.
Dan's drinking the Sarles tonight. All right, Ben, read off this beer that pretty much got this brewery on our
The
shelf.
Sonic.
Okay. Nelsonic Induction is a Great South Bay Brewing New England IPA clocking at 6.4% alcohol by volume. This incredibly juicy brew was double dry hopped with only one hop, Nelson Sauvin. This New Zealand grown hop gives this brew an incredibly juicy flavor and aroma. Buy it today, it'll be gone faster than your favorite blue hedgehog.
Get it? Sonic.
Nah.
Nelsonic.
You got his rings up here.
Then there's a couple.
Oh, I love a good DDH.
Has anyone seen the new Sonic movie?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I
love
watched
Jim.
it
Me and my
like- I
husband
watched it like
love Jim
four
Carrey.
times.
So like,
Yeah, I started watching it and it was so late at night I fell asleep so I never finished. So I
I
have to
can't
go
bring
back.
myself to do it.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good.
It is good.
yeah, everyone.
Hey Andrew,
He plays
know
a
what I
real,
got in
he
my
plays a
fridge?
really good
What's
bad
that?
guy in that.
I got a double dry hop triple India Pale Ale in
Nice.
the fridge.
We don't
Break
need
it
Ben to
out.
talk about Hedgehog.
DDH Trippa.
It was
Yeah.
good.
Was it good?
Yeah, like
It's awesome.
oh, you didn't watch it? I thought you should just watch it.
No, I didn't watch it, but I want to.
Well, I'll just
She said
talk
she
about
loves-
it to myself then.
She said she loves Jim Carrey.
I love Jim
I
Carrey.
do
though.
like my
Okay.
favorite thing about that movie, and I have not seen it, is how that like everyone's like, "Yo, that does not look like Sonic," and they basically the internet made them go back and fix it.
yeah.
They're like, nope,
Go
we're not
back.
doing
Like,
it.
no, that's not Sonic.
And then
Stop.
everyone who complained went and watched it
Yeah.
and
I love
actually
that.
gave it an honest review, which
Yeah.
was good. That's the consumer saying we don't like this. That's the company then changing it.
Yeah.
And then that's the consumer not just being presented as assholes and saying, well, I'm not watching it anyway. They went and watched it and said, thank you.
It's like, what were they thinking with the original design? It's like, it doesn't look like Sonic. How hard is it to make it look like
It was
Sonic?
like a malnourished Sonic.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not like,
yeah.
it's like,
He got hit by a car.
it's like
earlier.
Kensington Philly Sonic.
Oh my god.
But like Sonic, it was just, I'm like, that's not Sonic.
Is somebody coming that we don't
we
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, someone's coming.
Like, how hard
There's
is
a
it?
presence in there. There's a ghost in this room.
So
Like that's the thing. Like he's
Surprise,
animated already. How can you not make him look like Sonic? Right out
yeah,
of the
yeah,
gate?
right. Like, don't you just copy and paste? Like,
yeah.
Can you imagine that meeting?
It's not like it was like live action when you have Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo as the
Yo.
Mario Brothers.
how? Who got someone definitely got fired for like the Sonic for sure. They're like, all
Could you
right, internet
imagine?
hates it. Someone's getting fired.
You're fired.
You're
Can you
fired.
imagine that though? Like, be like, we want you to make Sonic, but not Sonic.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not
Like
him.
you know what Sonic looks like?
Different.
Do that.
Kinda
but
do
he,
that,
he
but
just had
not
like
like
a hard
that.
time.
He
Yeah,
has-
Sonic's had a hard life.
Can you
He
give him
has-
human teeth?
Yeah.
He has to be blue.
It's like Dr. Robotnik is really on him now.
Yeah.
And he has to have pants on.
Did they put pants on him in the original?
No.
Yeah, there is.
Wait, what?
No, he has no pants.
No, there's no pants.
I was
knew
just trying to
that.
get you to watch the fucking movie.
Sonic is streaking, bro. He's so fast you don't even know.
I know. He gets clocked. It's awesome.
He's got fur. I mean,
He
Yeah.
must be very aerodynamic too.
It's the hair.
We're talking a lot about Sonic right now.
Okay, so this beer makes us talk about Sonic.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
obviously.
Yeah, so the can makes you happy.
What's your favorite Sonic game?
Oh God, it would probably be Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3.
yeah, Sonic and Knuckles is mine because you could put like I like that you could play Knuckles in like Sonic 1 and 2.
Yeah, and they had the
They had the
like you
cartridge
could
you could
combine it.
pop it on there. I think
Like,
it was the last one I played as well. So
you have to get a fucking rope and pulley system to put the cartridge in and just doosh, and then all of a sudden you have Knuckles in Sonic 1, 2, well Knuckles in 1, 2, 3.
So you get like a 3-part game in one.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's interesting. I never played that one.
But is Knuckles like Poochie from
Yeah.
The Simpsons?
There's a Sonic game that I just bought that Andy Header recommended to me. But you create your own Sonic, Sonic Forces or something like that.
It's something like that. Or there's a remaster then too. That
Sonic
it's like
Mania.
Sonic Mania. Yeah,
That was a fan made game.
No, there. I thought there was another.
Sonic
there was one
Mania.
that was-
Sonic Mania was a fan-made game that the Sega seen and said, "Holy shit, this is really good," and bought the fan-made game off the guy and gave him a job.
Yeah, Sega's usually very good about that. They're very good about like if you develop a game for them and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you're doing pretty well, we'll hire you."
Yeah, Sonic Mania and Sonic, whatever one, what you make your own Sonic. And it's like a Sonic game that you can play 2D or it has the new school where it's like a 3D
You can
thing.
do 2.5D.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch, like there's different variants of the game, but I just picked those up on an Xbox. I haven't played them yet though.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sega sold like most of their arcades in Japan then too, so they're still gonna carry the name and all, but at the same time,
I think they're getting bought out.
well,
Well, I mean, they already lost the console wars. They just make games now. So
And I think they're gonna join the console wars.
again,
But they're gonna join a team of the console wars.
are they
Yeah.
gonna be like AEW All In?
I think they're gonna join Xbox.
Yeah,
You know,
Xbox, Sony,
yeah.
Microsoft's gonna railroad Sony.
I think they're gonna sign it to Xbox.
I don't know, man. You know.
And I think Xbox and Sony, Xbox and Nintendo are
All right, enough about
Are
that. We're
kissing-
talking about the beer.
are kissing
Yeah.
cousins right now.
What is this? Bangin beers? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It is a Sonic can, so it's fair. Ben, what do you think of the Nelsonic Introduction?
I like it. I do. It's very rare that we get something that's a single hop. Nelson Sauvin, especially.
Yeah, that's not like a common hop that people use.
It's a little bit different. Like there's a lot going on with it, and it is very pleasant when you drink it. I don't even have a rating. I'm just like trying to absorb everything here.
You're after game tonight.
Not really, no.
Little
No, it's
bit.
me.
A little bit. You're a little off
no,
your game.
Nah, I don't know, man.
What do you score it?
He's never off.
I don't know. I was gonna say you were the one that was accused of being stroking out tonight.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, you went.
You're
you
over
went
there
through like
stroking
many strokes.
You're stroking it all night.
I'm six beers in. I'm
and
good
not
now.
the Clarence Carter stroking.
I'm 6 beers. I'm back, baby.
Note to self: it takes 6 beers for Anthony.
I get the
That's the
shakes.
magic
Yeah.
I mean,
number.
we want to divide it up. It's more like 3 at the moment, like 2 at the moment. With
Yeah.
by volume.
I have
if we're
beer in
only-
my system, we'll say. I feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you don't have enough beers, and you
need-
just start shaking.
You know when
and
you
not
have a beer
feeling good?
podcast
Need
the
a
night
drink.
before, and then you stay up and drink more beers, and then you haven't eaten all day today, and then you start a beer podcast.
Been there, done that.
That's where I'm at right now. I have not eaten yet since last. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
man.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
I lie. I had fucking a Tootsie Roll.
Ooh,
Filling.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
absorbent.
yeah.
Nutritious.
We're rock stars
All
on
right.
this here.
Yeah, yeah, we
Where are we
are.
at, Ben?
I'll give that one a 4. That's a good introduction.
A 4.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah,
No
a
way.
4. Yeah. No, definitely. I would say that rightfully deserves a 4. It's a very nice, drinkable beer. And is that a double? That's double dry
Yeah,
hop,
double dry
right?
hop.
That really adds to it then as well. Double dry hop, it kind of really smooths out everything. So like for you two that are like, hey, what the fuck with double dry hop stuff? That's actually a really decent beer.
Yeah, it's
to
not
kinda
like it doesn't have
get
like
you
that super
acclimated.
dankness of some DDHs.
Did you hear that?
Rip Dan.
That
What
was
was
me.
that?
That was me burping, but it didn't come out my mouth.
Oh, I
I'm
thought that was Dan.
Dude, that came from my chest bone. It
Is
never
it?
made its way up my
The way it happened
esophagus.
sounded like it was coming from over here.
I thought no. What I thought, Sarah's like, because she's like,
Yeah,
Dude, I burped
what
and
the-
it stopped
like-
right here.
it was a sneaker.
It was one of those like painful ones.
Yeah.
Anthony just did like a Care Bear stare
I did.
burp.
I did. That was a Care Bear beer burp.
you are a broken.
Where we
human
at, Sarah?
being.
I am. I'm very
I don't
broken.
know. I mean, I love the can art, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know if I really like the beer. I don't
No.
know.
I
I would give it a rating of 1.75.
175.
You would.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
I will say
I
this.
know.
I think if you're not into this hop profile and you're not into like the I can definitely see that.
I think this isn't a very strong hop though, compared to some others like
It does have an
Citra,
interesting
like
taste, though.
Mosaic
I mean, it
and
didn't
stuff
have
that
a-
really stand out. I don't think this is really that.
I didn't have to force it down, but I'm not gonna like rush to it. Like,
Would you
know
drink?
What I mean?
Would you drink a Miller Lite over this?
A Miller Lite?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But so you're saying it's below average?
I would probably drink that over a Miller Lite. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
I'm not trying to sway your number. I'm just
Yeah.
asking questions. Dan, what do you think?
Man, I'd say maybe a 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's high.
I know, but it's I don't know.
But don't forget,
I don't want to give him a bat because
Well, you're not. Well,
it's
you're
not something I
You
would
guys aren't
go.
regulars on the show. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then I don't like it.
There's a bit left, but there is a lot of sediment in this can.
Yeah, because there's a lot under your. Whoa, look at
Oh yeah,
you.
I got a little bit.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
got it.
right.
Jeez.
Like that watermelon when you poured, like right at the end of the can, I seen a bunch of.
Yeah, we don't.
Dregs.
We should roll the can more. We don't
Yeah.
do that. We're dummies.
And sometimes though, with with the fruit ones, we should. With these, you want to kind of let that
So
shit sit down there.
Yeah.
yeah,
I go ahead, Andy.
very grapefruity.
Yeah. Fruity.
Fruity.
It's like a a great
Here's
fruit
my
pop.
yeast
There's
shot.
fruity. There's a new word for it to use on your line. Grapefruity. I don't know what it means, but it's fruity.
I 375. I'd say it's super solid. I'm between that and the 4. I'm
So
gonna
am I.
stick with the lower end, but
Yeah.
great IPA. I mean, these like I'm not familiar with Nelson Sauvin hops, so
Mhm.
that's something new. But no, it's super solid. It's easy drinker. Like the hops aren't super pronounced. Like I said, like you have, like I think you're like Citra and Mosaic and
That's
stuff.
citrus is what I get from it.
Like the Citra
kinda
and
get
Mosaic that
more.
are usually really pronounced. Like this isn't, but it's a super easy drinker.
Yeah,
I dig it.
I also give it a 4.
Ooh.
I'm into it. I like it. All right,
That
let me
looks
get this
nice.
one down.
Oh, look at all the stuff in the bottom of your cup.
Can you pour a little water in there for me?
I need smaller ears.
So keep in mind, this is going to be.
We
a
are
stout.
working on new headphones, so that is something that's coming soon. We just gotta
my ears.
That
are
looks like
big.
lemonade.
hopefully sell some merchandise to help get earphones. Yeah, new earbuds.
You know, it's funny, kind of like the hop with the water and stuff. Actually, is pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like lemon.
So this is the last of the Southern Tier. This is the Warlock Southern Tier Brew Company, pumpkin yam beer. Another 8.6. All three of them are on the same ABV scale. 1,141 check-ins, average of 396. 33 friends checked this in, gave it a 4.2. This is a stout. So the other ones were both ales. This is, I believe, is this a stout?
This is stout.
Yeah, this is a stout.
It's a very light stout, I will say. The
I
unbeatable
thought you
pumpkin
had
recipe was
that.
adapted for the stout style in
you
2011.
want some of that?
Dark and mysterious,
you
reignite
already
your
got it.
senses with
Okay.
Warlock's huge roasted malt character, moderate carbonation, and spice pumpkin aroma. So this is the last of the Southern Tier right now.
Now this is, I think, the better one out of like if you had to give me like out of the three here, I think this is the better one because that stout flavor really shines through and it really blends in well with the pumpkin spices.
Interesting.
There's like a metallicness to it, though.
Now, Southern Tier is considered craft beer, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, they're on the same level as like Goose Island, where they're a little more.
No, they're below where Goose Island would be. Like I don't know what Southern Tier's reach is.
Yeah.
But like I've never seen Southern Tier in like North Carolina.
Okay.
But Goose Island, I have. It's more regional, I would say.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Because like what Goose Island's out of Chicago, and they're also owned by Big Beer now.
Did I miss the pussy talk?
No,
Okay.
we're
Just about to start.
We waited
Alright.
for you.
Pussy talk. We were
Because
talking
you would
about
know more
what?
about it than we do, actually.
you own one.
I
R2.
was just
Or
talking to
two,
it
yeah.
upstairs. You know what I mean? I was just like, let's get through this.
Come on, girls, let's go.
The vagina dialogues.
That's a movie, right?
Vagina
No,
monologues.
I know. I was
Yeah.
just saying the vagina dialogues.
It's like the reverse of like
Like we
Elaine
talk
on
about it?
Seinfeld when she's like when she tried to convert the gay guy. She's like, I don't have access to the equipment like he does.
Oh my god! Before you leave, I have this. Did you watch the unboxing video for the Office Box?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's so good.
I like that hoodie you got there.
Yeah,
or jacket or whatever it is.
the fun run
Yeah.
for fun.
Is that a
That is
windbreaker?
that it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's a
Nice.
windbreaker. I don't know if you've seen the blanket in there. It's a Pretzel Day blanket. I love Pretzel Day. It's a big fleece blanket.
Nice.
It's a $30 box, dude. And it's
Goddamn
like fucking,
Stanley.
yeah, the rest of the stuff's over there. I'll show you when we get off camera, but it's really cool. All right, so
I
I'm
can only imagine Jen like holding her kid's ears. It'd be like and like trying
Earmuffs.
to project the f bombs.
I think she might have cut out on us already.
It's like nope, too many f bombs.
I mean, you know,
We're out.
you know what you're getting yourself into,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Bangin beers.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
Motley Crew of Bangin of beer reviews, guys.
We do have 3
I mean,
viewers.
I don't think there's any podcast that I've listened to that don't drop fucks all over the place.
Oh my god.
That's why we're podcasting, not on the radio.
I mean, it could be on Sirius.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure who's listening. Yeah, but then people have to pay, and
Well, I'm just saying.
and then we would record this.
Well, we
and
can't
play
be on like T102.
Yeah, we.
For many reasons.
I mean, I applied. They told me no. If you are watching, let us know who you are. Tell us what you're drinking tonight.
That's okay. They still think like Kesha's a thing.
Yeah. Listen, I seen Kesha live. I was very impressed.
I'm not saying she's bad. It's just like, what has she done since like
No, they
2011?
think like fucking Milli Vanilli or a thing.
They're like, yo, check out this. It's Creed with arms wide open.
Here on T102,
102.
we're gonna laugh at our own jokes for 45 minutes on the Sunday morning Super Show.
And then our main person gets
I'm gonna fondle somebody on a cruise ship.
yeah.
Again.
And we have a great local music scene and a local band who's touring all over the world, but we have to be forced to play their music.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so much fun trolling them to get them to play Crowbar.
Oh my god, that one day.
my
Yeah, I
God,
remember I even
I just
got
made a
involved.
post. I just made a post. I'm like, I've had enough, and I said, everyone, do me a favor and go on their page right now and
Yeah.
troll them. And everyone, and they just like, Kira made a post where it's like the cat, and it was like T102, and the lady screaming at the cat like, play Crowbot. But it worked. They
Yeah.
played Crowbot
Yeah.
probably for like a week, and then they.
Could you imagine like they have like all the access to all this music? They probably have like
And but
they're
the
that
same
archaic.
37 goddamn songs.
Yeah,
for
and it's
the
like
past
all
20
you see
years.
is like other music, and it's like all collecting dust, and
Here-
it's like
here's my
brand new.
question.
You
in
know what's a
shrink
great new
wrap.
song? Bringing sexy back.
Here's my question. Regardless if like you're the morning show, most of that stuff is all pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So like when they show up for work in the morning, obviously they're not live. That's all like most of it's
they
pre-recorded.
could basically be like 4:00 in the afternoon and say, "Hey, this is the morning show."
Yeah.
That's what a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
That's what a
really.
lot of radio does. Where you're like,
Yeah.
like even serious. I'm not just ragging on T102, but it's serious. You listen to most serious stations and you keep it on long enough, you're gonna hear the same VJ play the same 6 songs because it's on like a TV schedule.
I remember the one time when I still worked with Walmart down in Pottsville, like the only station we could get in our office was freaking T102 on our radio.
Oh my god.
And like, because we didn't have like a good Wi-Fi connection or anything, so I could play like whatever I wanted at the time. And I went into work. I had to go into work for a Saturday the one morning, and their Saturday morning show. I swear to God, the same 5 songs. I heard them at least 5 or 6 times between like 8 a.m. and noon.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow.
what the? I'm like,
Yeah, on the
this again?
weekend, anything goes.
Like I started like making a tally. I'm like, all right.
They're already playing Christmas music already.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw up in the aisle. Yeah.
Even before Halloween, YouTube was showing off Christmas decorations like
Fucking
3
bullshit.
weeks before Halloween. I'm like,
Hey, can we get an amen for no more political ads though? Yes.
Yes. Or no more those text messages. Yes.
Welcome back, Dr. Squash. I haven't seen their commercials in forever.
Now I just get, hey, I won like $500 Amazon like Black Friday sprees today on my via text message.
and that's like, hi, my name is Michael with Move On. Please do these.
And you know what's so
political
funny?
things."
They always get my sister's name, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
I've got
almost on. I'm like, my name's Sarah. I'm not Renee.
I've gotten ones
I'm
from
not
like
Renee.
my wife on this. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I'll start off with a warlock.
Renee is more approachable.
Like being stuck as like the middle child in the family, like you don't get enough attention, and you're like they never get your name right, so you're like it's still happening.
Marsha,
You're like,
Marsha,
it's still
Marsha.
happening.
Yeah. Your sister with a football. I'll start off. Warlock, Southern Tier. If you guys are checking, this is still a beer podcast. Warlock.
Kinda.
We can see.
Yeah, 3 people are still hanging out.
We
Thank you.
deviated from the formula.
Listen, this is what we're about. We really don't have a formula. We just drink beers.
What
Warlock,
comes to mind? Yeah.
Warlock Brew
I
Cup.
mean, it's also Saturday night. Not that there's anything to do.
Saturday
but-
night, we're in the spot.
Nothing
Don't
to
believe me, just
celebrate.
watch. Southern Tier Warlock. I'm just gonna go right out. 2. Not into
2?
it. Not into it.
Whoa,
Not into it.
Wah, wah, wah.
feeling some hatred over there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I think Pumpkin was good,
Haters gonna hate.
but I think their cold brew is the best of the 3.
And that's your
Which
opinion.
one was the cold brew?
Cold brew is nah.
The second one we had, the one that coffee one, the one that you guys talked about for 4.5
They're all
hours.
fucking blending
The
together.
coffee talk.
Yeah. Listen, you guys,
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys literally dropped your whole worlds to talk about coffee for 3 minutes because of this beer.
I mean, it's.
And you're worried about my rants. Come on.
I'm just saying, if,
Come
if
on.
Warlock gets a higher score, I'm flipping
Yeah.
this table.
All
right.
Higher than a 2? I mean, come on.
Sarah gave a 1.5 tonight.
Oh, yeah.
1.75.
All right, Ben. What do you think of Warlock?
I'm gonna pass it to Sarah.
No, I'm already passed it to you.
Nope, I'm passing it over.
As
No.
host of the
I'll
show.
Nope,
catch
nope,
it.
co-host. Well, pass it
I'll
on.
Where's
catch
mine?
it.
Go ahead,
I'm
Sarah.
catching it. Okay. I
now,
like
now
it.
you don't get the review beers.
Yeah.
You're
Tough
done.
shit.
Throw
No,
it back,
no, we're
throw
not
it
going
back,
that
throw
high.
it back.
Yeah, we are.
I just realized I've been tagging your dad on all these instead of you all night.
That's great.
He'll
He's
love it.
like, oh my god, my fucking phone won't shut up.
I like this actually. I'm gonna give it a 3. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I like the can or like the purple too. That like looks nice and.
That's a
pretty
funny
and-
looking can.
Well, that's
Or a bottle. Yeah.
that's
Sorry.
later on in the episode.
It's a beer.
That brown aluminum.
Yeah, yeah.
That brown glassy aluminum.
I don't know how they got this can to look like this, but I love it.
It's shaped just like a bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, Bud Light does it.
Yeah.
Dan, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I like because I like the stout. Like that's
Yeah.
just my thing. But like it's not overbearing with the pumpkin. Like it's there, but it's not.
I feel.
Yeah.
So far, we've had 2 pumpkin stouts, and I feel like it doesn't have enough pumpkin flavor in their stout. I get more of the roastiness than I get the pumpkin.
I
Yeah.
think the stout kind of mutes it a bit.
yeah.
Like
With the bitters.
with the
Like with the
like the roast profile
yeah.
of a stout kind of mutes a little bit of, which is great for people that don't love pumpkin beers.
But if you're buying a
But
pumpkin
like
beer,
that little bit of spice to it, I think it kind of mutes those spices. But it's,
Yeah.
where I'm at.
I don't know. Like for us, an example, we're buying 3 of your beers to review which is the best pumpkin flavor. I wouldn't even count Warlock because I don't get much of it anyway.
Yeah, I'm not getting. I get
Yeah.
more of the stout.
Stout. Yeah.
It's very
Mhm.
light.
Yeah.
More of the stout on it. There's not a lot of the spice. I gave this 3.5 a while back. I'm gonna stick with that. I mean, it's a solid stout with a bit of spice to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't really get like the pumpkin-y of it. Pumpkin-ness.
All right.
Yeah, I had.
Do pumpkins have anuses?
They might.
They're
They
fruit.
might tonight.
So
I seen pumpkins with warts all over them.
I think he's got some pumpkins on the porch. Make sure you
Yo,
go,
dude,
like,
why does
check
your
'em out.
pumpkin
Oh, yeah.
only have like a hole
This is-
drilled in it?
I carved it, bro.
Your neighbors are
I
calling
can't-
you, Anthony. You're like,
Yeah, I wouldn't
It
do
needed
that.
some air, man.
I think you need to save your pumpkins on your porch.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. It's
If you
full.
want to take some pumpkins home, Dan,
Yeah, it's
you can.
full of loads.
Yeah. What's the
It's
hole
like-
for?
it's
That's
like-
for the candle.
It's like Frank's cassava melon.
What's going on?
Hey.
Did you take a cup home with you?
No, I just grabbed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I stole one of your cups.
I gave this a 4, but I think I'm gonna bump it to a 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent stout, but
Yeah, I
nothing
mean,
crazy.
it would be a good introductory, like for a stout and a pumpkin stout. But other than that, like I don't think it has that presence like the other 2 did.
Tori's banging wines over here, so Tori just hang out. She's
Banging wine.
She's gonna hang
Hello,
out.
everybody.
Tori pretty much lives here, so she's hanging out after the show. So she just showed up and she's gonna hang out with us.
Tori,
Yes,
when you do, I have a request for our new logo.
I'm ready.
I need my neon yellow guitar.
Okay.
That's
do that.
that's all. That's it.
You gotta send her a picture of it.
Everything she's seen it in real life.
I would send her a picture.
All right.
My memory is shit. You're gonna have
Just
to
the
send me a
guitar
picture.
neon yellow.
All right.
It's literally gonna look like a neon acoustic.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll send it
He's
over.
like, I'm sending it. No mistakes. No mistakes.
All right, so this one.
Great South Bay Brewing presents old-timey New England IPA with like the jolly like beer can, like da 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 da.
Like the ones that would dance like in the movie theaters.
Like Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
This is our Cuphead beer of the night. So if you want to go video games again,
Yeah, I have to play.
Let's
that
all
again.
like the Grease movie. That's what.
it looks
Breaking news: we got a old timey beer here.
it looks like the
That Hitler, he's a bad apple.
it looks like the let's all go to the concession stand.
Yeah.
like at the
I'll
drive-in.
go to the lobby.
From the Grease movie.
Yeah,
Good times.
I mean you were alive at that
That-
time. We
yeah,
don't.
I was in Grease.
Yeah, you were like what, like 13 when that came out.
I'm not telling you that.
Dan the Van
12
never
and a
tells
half.
his age.
This is prime real estate right here.
Dan the
Prime real
Van
estate.
never tells his age.
Dan was old enough to drive himself to see Greece.
I, oh, he was.
It's not even funny. So.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, read this off.
I think it's fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody says.
Real quick, what are you drinking over here?
Moscato.
Oh yeah.
Moscato's
Bear-
where is that?
Oh, we got
Barefoot
the
Moscato.
goddamn soda wine.
Oh, okay.
Barefoot Moscato. Okay.
That's like
It'd
$6
only be better
a
if it was
bottle.
pink Moscato.
Hell yeah, it
That's
is.
going deep pockets there.
Everybody who's white ants drink.
All right, go ahead, Ben.
Old timey New England IPA is a great South Bay
Hold on,
Brewing
stop.
New England IPA.
Just read it regular. I hate that.
No, keep doing it. I love
Just
it.
do it.
I'm
Keep doing
rolling
it. I
with
love it.
I'm rolling with it.
Do
New
it.
England IPA clocking at 7% alcohol by volume. A New England style IPA loaded with Centennial, Columbus, Simcoe, and Horizon hops. All old-timey hops that bring out the juicy and hazy characteristics. These IPAs may use traditional hops, but they pack a juicy punch. This is our haziest IPA yet. We can't wait for you to try it.
Worst commercial ever.
That was the worst.
I loved it. Props.
And
You know
there-
what? I don't care.
And there goes our viewers.
Rip.
See, I love
This is
how
our last show, ladies and gentlemen.
It's been real.
I love how much Tony hates it.
Yeah.
We almost made it to 100.
It's
Everybody.
passionate.
Almost.
I'm good.
Dan doesn't want any more.
No.
All right, I'm good now.
I don't know if I hate this beer more now because of Ben reading it off. No, hold on. Let me actually taste it.
Yeah, I don't think I actually tried it yet.
Yeah. Right.
Wait, that got murky.
like, I tried
that
it,
got
but I
really
didn't pay
murky at the
attention to
bottom
it.
of that can.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
murky.
It's a New England.
both of these have a lot of sediment at the end.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like feel the Sonic one still.
Yeah, that's a little bit of weight.
Like
to
I
it.
saw like when I was pouring it, I see like chunks coming out. I'm like,
All right. So here's what I'm gonna say.
Somebody's
about,
getting the shits
about-
in the morning.
Nah, dude, if you had the lactose.
yeah, there's no lactose.
Yeah. So I like the Nelsonic. I gave it a 4, but I it was a good beer. But I think when it comes to like in the traditional realm of an IPA, it doesn't like blow me away. But I still really enjoyed it. I think this was where kind of I fall with old timey, where I think it's very good, but I feel like I've had this beer before.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on a lot of New Englands anymore.
Yeah.
Like there's very few like they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like I still enjoy them, but I
Oh,
keep
I would
joking
drink
about
that
being,
entire
like,
can and not-
IPA'd out.
Yeah.
it's just a saturation. Really.
But there's like
Yeah.
there's nothing that's really New Trail's been doing some great stuff. That double dry hop alien church
But even
you gave
that,
me, Ben, was
we
fantastic.
took a break from Neutral because I mean, even though they all have different flavor profiles, it's like
It's
we're
still
kind of
a-
over
yeah,
hazy IPAs.
Exactly.
I
Like,
think
that's
that was
where
that was the good one, the Galaxy
that
and
was
Citra one.
really good.
I
But,
figured like if I had to give that, we weren't doing that on a show, and I had to give that to somebody. That was definitely up your alley. So I'm like, there you go.
The
Cheers,
green
Tori.
cup.
I don't
The Green Ghost Cup.
I don't dislike it. I feel like I've had it before.
Yeah.
But what I'm tasting,
It's pretty standard.
if I bought a 4-pack of this, I would not be upset about it.
Oh,
I would,
no, not
I
at
would
all.
drink every single one of them, and I think they would I think they're very, very good. I am interested to try more of Great South Bay if I could find it. Obviously, I have to drive all the way to Allentown to go to Shangy's to get it. But I'll just jump in here and get it done here. I think it's a 4.
I'm going 3.5 just because I'm hazy IPA'd out. I mean, it's super good. It's solid. I would drink a case of it, but it's not like it's nothing mind blowing. Like I'm starting to get that way with most hazies that like. I think I gave the double dry hop Alien Church, and I usually say how overrated Tire Hands
That's why
is.
I'm so.
But
just
that
into-
one was like a 4.5.
That's why I just drink lagers and pilsners, man.
That's what I've been into lately. I mean,
Yeah.
Welcome
Nothing wrong.
to
with
the
that.
dark side.
no, it's just someone posted. I think it might have been on the Breweries and PA forum, and I'm like, you know what? That's right. They're like, when I go to a brewery, the first thing I usually will do is I'll order a lager or a pilsner, and it's like if they can't get that right, the rest of their
Forget
beers
it.
are probably going to be like, meh.
That's very true.
Because it's like it's a
Yeah.
classic, but it's a clean. Like you if you mess up a lager or pilsner,
I mean,
you probably
especially if
shouldn't
you're if you're gonna sell a beer to someone from School County, if you can't get a lager right,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
a lager or a pilsner, because if you didn't drink Yingling Lager growing up, you probably drank
premium.
You drank premium, or you drank Miller Lite, Coors Light, Busch.
Yeah.
Any name a pilsner, that's what we drank. You know what I mean? Like I would call them block party beers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I got my 4 tickets. Let's do it.
The beer truck.
Yeah.
The beer garden section.
And that's the thing too. Like I would love to go to a beer truck one day at a block party and get an IPA, but in this area, it'd be tough for somebody to be like, what is
Yeah.
that?
That's the
I'm
kind
not-
of thing though. Like binge drinking an IPA though sometimes gets rough.
Oh my, could you imagine if a block
Yeah.
party sold nothing but 8% IPAs?
Oh my god.
Just everyone would die.
Dude, there would be definitely boobies.
They're like,
out.
you get
No,
one.
there'd be fist fights.
And
There'd
there'd
definitely be fist
It would be
fights.
ones you wouldn't want to see.
Yeah,
I'll see them all.
no doubt.
They're like, you get 2 tickets, that's it. No one gets more than that.
You're like, Graham, put them away.
Roll. Thank you so much.
Going deep, bitches.
I seen them roll them up, put them away.
They might get more people at the spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't,
Oh
you
yeah,
know, they might
definitely.
do
There'd be like an influx to the money wheel.
God, for how much?
in those things.
For how
I am
much?
throwing goddamn darts of balloons.
For how much I hate block parties, I love the spinning wheel.
If we ever get to the point where we make enough money that I can just frivolously throw money away, I want to do a Bangin' Beers podcast block party.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
And the lowest alcohol content beer is going to be like a 6. And I'm just going to hire police and SWAT team and just see how it goes in School County.
No, you know how you would do it? Hell in the Cell style. Hell in the Cell style fucking block party.
I'm not going to
We're
promote the
caged in.
violence. Yeah.
Why
No,
not?
just everyone's caged in.
I would just.
It just becomes a battle royale later.
Yeah.
I'm
Hell in the
down-
Cell style fucking block party. That's definitely.
I already
okay.
think we're dangerous enough bringing a bunch of people from School County on a fucking school bus and then and
We'll
then
be okay.
and then taking them to 4 breweries and then taking them home. I think is going to be a fucking night. I don't want to be on that. I don't want to be on that bus on the way home. Could you
Look,
imagine the
Tony.
conversations?
Look, Tony, we can't have a bunch of fucking goons on the actual bus.
You think every single person on the bus we're going to know?
Probably not. That's why we gotta kind of be
You
like.
gotta have someone that's
a
gonna be
survey.
like a
We need a chaperone.
legit, babysitter. Yeah, I mean,
That'd be me.
Yeah. You'll be getting trucked out the back emergency.
you'd be like, "What is this beer?
Listen.
Jumping in the woods."
I cut the brakes. Wild card, bitches.
Wouldn't be the first short bus ever,
Hey,
bro.
where's Dan? And you see the freaking the bus exit. That's all
Like the
popped out.
roof one.
They throw.
He was trying to turn the light on. For
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like bus
Throw 'em
surfing. He's like bus surfing like Teen Wolf.
Sorry, the audio is spiking like
so
crazy.
this beer wants us to talk has us talking about Dan being on top of a bus. Yeah, so it's a good beer. you know?
And damn it, Dan is old timey, so
No, it's
That's not
solid. Solid New England.
yeah, solid. I gave it my 4. I'm done. Whoever wants to go next.
Uh,
Seven, Dan. I gave him 3.5.
3.75 for me.
I'll give
it's
it
standard.
2.75. Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I'm
I'm on
between
page with her,
3.5 and
2.75.
4.
It's
Alright.
not something I would put in my fridge.
Yeah.
All right.
But I wouldn't mind taking one. From
Yeah.
someone. Be like,
Taking
hey, you got
one.
an extra one? All right. All right,
You
I'll take this.
would
one.
mind taking it?
I'll take one for the team. Yeah.
Be like, you look like you're carrying a lot. Let me
Yeah.
take one.
Yeah. Hey, let me hold that for you. You're like, I don't know. This one's empty.
There we go. This show wouldn't be complete at least one sex and penis joke. All right.
I didn't say anything about penis.
When we said taking one for the team, we know what the fuck we were talking about.
I didn't say anything about penis.
Yeah. Way
Well,
to blow.
finally someone mentioned penis
Yeah.
tonight. I mean,
All
I was
right.
just waiting.
That's why I showed up, to be honest.
All
Like,
right.
if we're not talking about dicks, I ain't here.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm
I don't
over
want to
it.
lose that match either.
I'm over it.
Beer of the night. Ben.
You fucking prick. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one.
What is that
The
one?
cold
The
brew
coffee,
coffee.
cold brew coffee.
Cold brew.
I'm in on that one.
All right, we'll move it up 2.
2.
Same here.
3.
boy.
Oh. Snap!
It doesn't even matter anymore.
Clean sweep. I'm going for it too.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, there it
It
is.
shocked me. I thought it was good. All
It
right.
was a really good combination of pumpkin spices and coffee.
Yeah,
and
I
you
know,
actually like coffee.
I thought that was-
you liked that.
I did.
I thought
particular
that was a
style.
1.7
Everything
again.
just balanced very nicely,
Yes.
and like the coffee to it, like it's just great.
It's
a great
kind
beer.
of like adding you to the extra class from the
Yeah.
actual pumpkin.
Yeah, no, it's super good.
I'm telling you guys, just pour it and just sniff it.
Yeah.
Just
For me?
sniff it. It smells amazing.
For
Go
me,
with number
part-
2.
For number 2, I'm gonna go watermelon juicy world. I thought
Ooh,
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, for as a watermelon flavor, I haven't had something that impressive before.
I need to go for it.
I'm gonna go no pumpkin IPA.
I was very close with that as well.
Like I was close on the that, but I like the swagger of this one. It's like fuck pumpkin. It's like we're doing this,
I as well.
and it's a good IPA.
I'm gonna go with the Nelsonic. The Nelsonic definitely really did its thing for me. I single hop, double dry hop too.
Fair.
That's a good one.
I think I'm gonna go with the not pumpkin. Yeah,
Ooh,
I
no
think
pumpkin.
so.
Sloop, slide
Yeah.
in the second. I know it'll be up one.
But still on
We're-
top.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
fun.
It was still
We're gonna
on
have
top.
Fun with it.
I'm
Oh,
gonna go
man.
with the bottled Warlock.
The Warlock?
Warlock. Okay,
Wow.
So second place is gonna be Sloop, no pumpkin IPA.
we're pushing everything back.
So we went from very pumpkin to no pumpkin.
Yeah, very pumpkin, no pumpkin.
We're like
Sarah, we'll start with you. Third place,
third place. I'm gonna say the
pumpkin, Southern
yeah,
Tier.
pumpkin.
I'm on page with that. Yeah.
I'm going with Melon Face.
Back one.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, don't let your pumpkin touch my pumpkin.
It's not at our level.
Yeah, pumpkin.
Don't let your watermelon touch my pumpkin.
What do we put pumpkin spice in the watermelon?
Yeah, because that'd be a water.
Yo, did you ever have spicy watermelon?
That's a tough one.
No.
Oh, it's
Spicy
awesome. Yeah, like they'll put
watermelon?
like cayenne pepper and stuff on the watermelon.
Oh.
It's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
The worst one I had was that jalapeno mango that time. Oh my god, it was so
my God.
rough.
I have another can of Voodoo Ranger. We should have him try that.
No, I had that.
Which
Voodoo,
one?
Voodoo Ranger pumpkin spice.
The
No, not the-
atomic,
Oh, I
voodoo,
didn't have that
atomic
one.
voodoo
Yeah,
ranger.
we'll do that off camera. You're gonna love
No.
that.
No, I won't.
There's one beer that I actually brought
It's with
along.
jalapeno peppers.
It's probably one of the
Dump
best
it in the
names.
woods.
It's a very best play of words.
Real quick,
into-
who we out here right now? Is it you?
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
me.
yeah. He's still.
I'm
trying
gonna
to
go with
follow.
the pumpkin.
All right, third place, Southern Tier.
Southern
takes it.
Tier.
Here is cleaning up tonight.
The
I would have picked probably the melon face. I really like the melon face. The Nelsonic and the melon face were very good
Yes.
for me.
You're cut.
Warlock,
He's stroking
kinda
out
bummed
again,
me out a
guys.
little bit.
All right.
All right, can art of the night. Yeah.
yeah.
Are we not gonna go against the Sonic one? I mean, for me, that's my vote too.
I think it deserves it.
I like
Yeah.
it. Sonic the Hedgehog, let's do it.
At least it won something.
I
Oh,
like.
I don't get a vote? I see how this
it was
Well, you do,
democracy
but
goes.
it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
You're the majority rules.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
what I get
electoral
for
college.
All right, so
right,
we
guys?
have-
But it's like the Big Lebowski. It's like that's like your opinion, man.
we have Southern Tier Pumpkin, Warlock, Cold Brew Coffee Pumpkin, Nelson Sonic Introduction, Melon Face, Juicy Watermelon, Old Timey, and No Pumpkin IPA. Name of the night.
I got one in the fridge. I would beat all those, and it'd be awesome.
You can start off, Andy. All right, I'll start off. I'll help you out.
Hey, thanks for the help.
I think
I agree. No
No
pumpkin.
Pumpkin IPA
Because
just
it's funny to me.
The name-
I was gonna say the same thing.
I
the
think
name,
yeah.
the name and the gimmick of it, just like we're not doing pumpkin. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. That's
I'll go with that.
Is it a clean sweep?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so,
Yeah.
too.
Yep. Name of the night. No Pumpkin IPA.
Melon Face is the honorable mention.
I agree.
like
Listen, all right,
it
so
would have been
anything you
funny
put
if it
face
was
on,
no
it just
pumpkin and
works.
it did taste like pumpkin.
Yeah.
Bodie McBoatface.
So unfortunately, Great South Bay did not place its first time on the show for Beer of the Night, but
Everything's super solid.
But this is a good lineup. I mean, Southern Tier obviously they have as much distribution and they've been around as long as they have. Sloop is like the Trogs of the Upper New York area. Great South Bay. I mean, honestly, can art was great. Your beers are fantastic.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
Yes.
we do a lot of IPAs on this show. So
They did technically place because they got the beer name. Well,
they got can
of
art.
the night.
I'm
But
saying
still,
for
though.
beer of the
Oh,
night.
Yeah.
oh, I got you. Yeah. My fault.
I don't think any three of those are bad beers.
no,
I
they're
would-
all super solid.
I think I gave all of them 4s.
I would buy a case of each of them.
Exactly, I would as well. So this was just a really tough lineup. So no shade thrown at all to Great South Bay.
Like, I think that's a good gauge of it. Like, would you buy a case of it?
Yes.
Would you be happy
Yeah.
with it? Like, because like you'll have beers that like, is this a 4-pack or is this a case?
The only one I wouldn't buy a case of, honestly, in this whole lineup is the Pumpkin and Warlock.
Yeah, no, I agree on that too.
Yeah.
A 6-pack.
And I
of
hate
I would buy a
Sandwich.
6-pack for sure.
6-pack, yeah, but
I would buy a 6-pack of the first one.
The
I think they
pumpkin?
come in
I would
4-packs.
The
I would probably
pumpkin.
buy. Oh well, it doesn't come in a 4-pack, right?
I think there's. I think
I
these
don't-
are
it depends.
4-packs.
I was gonna say I'd definitely buy a 4-pack of
Overpriced
these, for sure.
4-packs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
again, I wish that one was on tap to try that.
The cold brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
That
my.
would be-
I think
yeah.
that's my only gripe about these is the price on them for a 4-pack
Yes.
of 12 bottles.
Yeah.
They're like
So-
15, 16
So
bucks or
just
something.
looking at the label because I bought them single. These are all $4.25 for the cold brew, $4.75 for the Warlock, $4.75 for the pumpkin. The Sonic beer was $4.49. The watermelon was $3.99. Old Time it was $3.99, and no pumpkin I don't know. So I mean,
Yeah, like a 4-pack
for-
of 12-ounce bottles
for
for,
a
like 16 bucks is
$3.99 for these
much.
two
Yeah.
beers,
especially for how much is produced.
yeah, $3.99 for these two beers is a great price.
Yeah,
$4.49
that's
even
fine.
for that is fine.
On singles, yeah, that's great.
Only
And-
real gripe would be just to have just the dates on the. I think I
Yeah.
didn't find any dates
No,
on the.
no, there's no dates.
Great North Bay.
Sloop has a date, but none of the North Bays have dates. I think that's one key that people need to get back to.
Yes,
Because that's one thing I noticed with New Trail too. There's no dates on the cans.
And then
they think, okay, well, we're going to distribute.
when
and
I
do
say
whatever,
this,
but-
when I say this, this is not a knock to Shangy's as well. But we walk into Shangy's and we can buy it. We could buy mix of sixes that are at room temperature, or we can buy certain ones that are refrigerated. The refrigerated ones go quicker, obviously. So when you go to the refrigerator, the reason I didn't get anything cold is because it's the ones I wanted weren't cold.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't think that matters.
It doesn't.
As some that make it out to. Like,
But-
I've had Heady Topper. Like, Heady Topper says, keep cold, drink fresh. I have had Heady fresh, and I've had Heady that sat for like a week
Both.
before I got it.
Same.
Exact beer.
Yeah,
There's no
but
difference.
it does.
I had it a month late. Malty gym sock.
But
wow,
I've
I do
had
not
it,
want a
but I-
bad-
I think
it
that
does-
that could have been a bad batch because my
Sounds
brother
like gym socks.
my brother him and his wife will go to
It's
Vermont
bad.
on vacation and
Yeah,
he'll
they're
bring me
always
back.
53
one at a time, guys. Go ahead.
He'll be my brother will go up to Vermont with his wife and they'll bring me back like some Focal Banger and Heady Topper.
Those are good.
And they may
ones.
have sat for like a month or two before I finally get them from him and they've always been fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
like you may have got a bad one.
Or I might have got
dates
one
on,
way
dates
old.
on
Yeah.
your dates on your bottles and cans is important.
Yes.
Not so much with these, but with the IPAs definitely.
Yeah, I mean they're pumpkin.
I mean, we
beers.
know seasonal.
Yeah,
you
like,
know what I mean. Like
The pumpkin, like anything that's not a like IPA, you can let it sit.
And like I said, this is once again not a shot at Shangy's, but where we are in Schuylkill County, it is hard for us to go to a brewery and or anywhere anything like that. I mean that is changing soon, but a lot of what we rely on is distribution,
Yeah.
and a
Yep.
lot of distribution that we go to, we are forced to buy a 4-pack or are
Yeah.
forced to buy a case.
There's very few that do decent mix of sixes.
Yeah,
Six,
and then if we
yeah.
do go to a place that's mixing six, some of these places will say, "Hey, here's our discount wall." But if you don't have a date in your can, and then we're doing a beer review show, and
Yeah.
we're trying to support that business, but we also aren't made of money because we're part of the IWEP network, which means we're everyday people.
Yeah.
And we grab your beers, and maybe it's not as good as it should have been because it's not fresh or it wasn't stored
Yeah, I paid
properly.
$6 for a like 4-month-old
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're paying top price for a
I mean,
can.
unfortunately, that's nothing on the brewery, but
Yeah, I'm just saying. So that's where, as a consumer, as someone for us, we usually will check the bottom of the cans and be like, "We're rolling the dice here." You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you sold
Yeah.
us on your can art, you sold us on what you did on the can.
these have been all great. Like they must be fairly recent. They're all
Brand
super solid.
Agreed. Ben,
Well, even this, like I said, the no pumpkin IPA. This one was canned on 820, and we had it.
real cool thing. Look at how the barcode is hidden in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The barcode's hidden on the can.
So,
in the
like,
moon. That's
but
pretty cool.
this was
Oh,
canned on
that is
820, and
cool.
we're having it today, which is what 11.6.
Yeah.
Today's 11.5.
Yeah.
11.7.
11.7.
And
Is it on the
it's
can?
still great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
canned
it's
on.
still
Mhm.
yeah.
So Sloop right there on there, canned
Yeah, it's
on
almost 3
820,
month.
and the time it was canned.
It's almost a 3-month-old IPA, and it's still good.
There you go. That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
Ben, what do you got to plug?
Well, I got to see my buddy Justin Geist. Shout out to him. I'll give my plug to him.
The other guy you shit his pants. Your shit your
Yes,
pants house.
that's the guy, and he actually saved me some beers, some Imprint, Mortalis stuff, and I walked away with 6 more beers on top of that then too. One of the beers that I did actually have in the fridge maybe would have won beer name of the night. It's called Pumpkin Uglies.
Like bumping uglies.
Yeah. So it was a pumpkin pie. It was a pumpkin pie.
Maybe we'll sneak it in
milkshake.
tomorrow.
Yeah, all
We'll
right.
sneak it in tomorrow.
But yeah, gave me some good stuff. Good friend. I'll give my shout out to him. Thank you very much, Justin, for letting me try out some beers today, then as well. Had a good little conversation, and it was really great stuff. Very great guy, very great trader.
We got to have him on the show soon.
Yeah.
All right. Sarah.
Okay, I have 2 things to plug. First off, this T-shirt If you guys don't read it, it says sanitize before you fraternize. It's from a comedian I know, Alan Massenberg. He has a whole bunch of other different T-shirts that are hilarious. It's at masshysteria.com. I'll try to post a link in the.
Well, real quick, I want to put you over real quick. So
Uh-oh.
Sarah, I met her a long time ago. She's a stand-up comic in the area. Not only does she's a stand-up comic, but she took the ball and she ran with it with Skookstock.
Oh yeah,
So
great job.
And it wasn't like someone dropped the ball for her to pick it up. Matt was going through some stuff with his family, and Sarah stepped up and said, "Hey, I still want comics represented at Skookstock," and really picked up and said, she was a key player at Skookstock when it came to the stand-up comics in between the shows. She's been off and on between Bangin beers, Not Cool in High School. She's anytime we need her for a chair fill up, we send it to her and she's here. She's fantastic, really talented stand-up comic, and helps the local scene tremendously. She just started her own podcast where they do movie reviews. If you want to plug that,
Yeah, it's called A Feature Like This. Episodes drop every Saturday. And
Heidi was on it.
Heidi was on.
I can't even get my own wife on my show.
She got the most listens. That's the highest listened episode.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. Everyone, oh my God, seriously. And a lot of people from Ireland. I was like, what?
What?
I am
Yeah,
Irish.
I know, right? A lot
Irish.
of people, a lot of United Kingdom people. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So I can't even get
Wow,
my own
that's
wife.
awesome.
I can't even get my own wife on my podcast.
I love that.
And she,
I think the only time since doing this was that time we did the Warhead Sours. Like, Heidi, try this, and she came in real quick off camera.
yeah, but she did an entire podcast and they reviewed
The Haunt.
The Haunt.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
watched it here. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah. How is it watching horror movies with me?
It was good. I mean,
I don't shut the fuck up.
I'm the same way
Yeah.
though too. I'm very vocal and
You're
everything. And
brutal.
that's the thing. I love that podcast because I
Fucking
just
brutal.
who doesn't love movies, guys?
Yeah.
It's the ultimate
true.
icebreaker. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, we try to do movies and topic reviews, but you do it as well as in your podcast, and I'm very proud of you. Very happy that you started on our show and then did your own podcast and you're doing great things. And then also, it's unfortunate we're not able to go because it coincides the same night we record. But every usually on Fridays during the pandemic, you were doing Lager Laughs, which is at a bar, but then it moved to an outdoor venue.
Yep.
So you were still providing in our area local comedy.
Yeah.
Which is not a thing that's really big in our area, but
And-
you're the forefront of that in our local Schuylkill County area.
Yeah,
Push,
I'm
push,
trying
push.
to. I did that mic about 2 years. The mic's been going on for 2 years, and just about maybe a couple months ago, I just started. Maybe about 8 months ago, local people started coming in.
Yeah.
And everything. So it takes a while, you know what I mean?
You're
You gotta
grinding.
grind. There's moments where I'm like, wow, I had one sign up, and there's me and one other person, and we do a show to three people at the bar. But now, you know what I mean? It's starting to get a good scene and everything.
I respect the
and-
hustle, man, and you're doing great. I'm
Oh,
super
thanks.
proud of you.
I preach.
It sucks that we couldn't have you on the show as frequently, but you are very busy, and you've taken a strong work ethic, which is the reason why I wanted you on the show. But you've taken that work ethic and you've turned it into your own podcast. You've taken it and turned it into your own, promoting the stand-up comedy in your area and being very passionate about that and making it a thing. And I respect the hustle, and I think what you're doing is fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Try to beat that, guys.
Yeah.
Who's next?
You're up, Dan.
Anyway.
I don't know. I really don't have much. I don't know if you're into supporting the veterans, but
Nah,
there's
fuck
a
'em.
thing.
No joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Wow.
JK alert.
Yeah.
My
You
brother's
shot that up.
my
Yeah.
brother's a veteran.
I hope he comes and kicks your ass.
I'd kick
tomorrow.
him right in the
But
balls.
I don't care.
He's Navy though. He's
he's a
yeah, he might like it.
He's Navy. I'll kick him in the balls and he'll fix it.
But there's a
He's
thing
a,
out
cor-
there.
he's a corpsman. He's a medic. Yeah, he's a
There's
medic.
a thing out there called Ruck and Run. The head of it, who founded it, was George Washington Fuller. He's a military sergeant.
And his
and
name is
I'll-
George Washington
His
Fuller.
name is George Washington
If you
Fuller.
are born and
What a move.
your parents were bold enough to roll the dice to name
God
you
bless
George
America.
Washington, you better be a fucking patriot.
He's a fucking badass. Let me tell you that. He's a drill sergeant. So
yeah, you better be.
yeah.
That or if he was born on
He ain't
George
shit.
Washington's birthday. then-
Could you
Yeah.
imagine being named George Washington? You're like, I fucking hate politics.
Yeah.
I
I'm not going to
I
the
actually
service.
talked to one too.
A guy named George Washington.
Yeah. George Washington, and there's a different last name, but yeah.
My name is
Is he
George
into
Washington,
politics?
and I fly.
Probably not.
No?
He didn't seem like it.
Oh,
He's just
geez.
like, whatever.
It's like we name you Michael Jordan. The kid grows up like I fucking hate my parents, bro. I hate basketball.
I'm terrible. Like,
really-
I'm 5 foot.
I'm really into theater.
He dribbles like Stanley Hudson in The Office. All right, go ahead.
But it's called Ruck and Run. They do all the proceeds go to help veterans with PSD and get them back out to do things, camping, and all the proceeds go for that.
Nice.
that's
I
great.
went and signed up this weekend, and of course, you know my reading. It's in fucking Missouri, so sorry, George. You
better get driving.
Making it.
Did you pay for it though?
No, because there was a free section because of my my health issues, so
Yeah.
I didn't know what I would be able to perform when I was
Just
out
throw a
there.
donation to him or
So,
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I did. But I did, yeah. So yeah, and like he's doing here, support your local bands, support your local businesses because
They need it.
that's all they got.
They need it right now.
Yeah.
Local
You know?
business,
Yes.
local musicians, local arts. They all need it.
Restaurants, bars, people that serve. You know what I mean? Just thank them every fucking day.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
All
that's
right,
all I got.
Andrew.
Yeah, that's great.
We're doing a Faith in Exile light at a
The
our
flight version?
bassist- Yeah, our bassist
You should call
niece
Faith in
unfortunately-
Exile Flight.
Yeah, unfortunately passed away a few weeks ago.
sorry to hear
But
that.
she we're doing we're doing an acoustic set for her. They're having I don't know if it's a public thing or not, but we're doing like a celebration of life type deal for her. So
I dig
there's
those.
a bunch of other
Yeah.
bands and stuff, but we're doing an acoustic set, which is not my forte. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
That's
but we're doing that. So basically, we're playing a bunch of '90s songs.
If it's public,
Acoustic.
let us know and we will.
Yeah,
put
if
it
it's
out there.
public, I'll find out. We can throw it out there and
Yeah.
want people to come out and donate
Yeah,
and stuff.
Cool, cool.
But
that's
I don't know if it is, but if it is, I'll throw it out there. But
Yeah.
so I'm gearing up for that, which acoustic's not my bag usually, so
Mhm.
working on that. But that's about it right now.
is that still Rob Ellis singing?
Rob,
Yeah, Rob's
I
fantastic.
can't see him singing acoustic.
Rob,
Rob can do anything.
I
Rob's
know
a better
he can,
guitar
but-
player than I am.
Yeah.
I saw Rob at Alchemist Cove one of the weekends. I'm like, oh, hey, Rob. Okay. He's
Yeah.
like, I saw him in his element playing, I forget what.
Oh yeah,
the one
he's
game he was.
Warhammer. Him and Beaner
Yeah,
both play
Warha-
Warhammer.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just like doing his thing, and then I'm like, hey, like, hey, man.
Yeah,
like,
him and Beaner both they're hardcore Warhammer nerds.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure you plug the rest of the podcast. We will be back tomorrow, Sunday at 1:00 tomorrow. We're gonna be
Oh,
doing some
God.
Triple threat this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing
it's a
some.
quadruple threat. 4 32-ounce crowlers of mellow mink.
Thank you. We're gonna be doing Mellow Mink, and I'm not sure the pumpkin lineup yet, but we will figure that out. Make sure you support the rest of the network. Like I said, we'll be live every Thursday night, depending on what podcast it is. But if you follow the IWEP network, which the links are below, you can find it. Jen Myers is still here. Thank you, Jen. Saying good night.
You're
Like
the
I
best,
said,
Jen. What an MVP.
Whatever merch you guys want, man, get it now. It's all going away. We got new logos coming. But at the end of this month, everything's gone. So
Get this OG.
no pressure on our logo
content.
maker.
Oh, don't worry.
Uh,
Don't you worry.
Yeah, and then the only thing is too is we're not going to get political. We're not going to talk about what's going on in the world. The only thing I want to say is, regardless of if you're the person you voted for or not voted for, won or lost, just treat people how you want to be treated.
Golden rule, motherfuckers.
Yes, respect
Yes,
it.
seriously.
Respect. So if you didn't like the opposing party because all they did was exclude you and made you feel not like you were welcome, and that was the huge reason why you went out and voted this year, don't do the same thing to the other side.
100%.
Let's unite. Finally, regardless of who wins, let's unite our country and let's make this a better place to live. That's the only thing I got to
That's
say.
my gripe. It's like if it like no matter what, it's like, hey, we have 4 more years, like 4 years of something different. Let's actually do something good with
Yes.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't.
Let's
You
not
don't
waste
have to.
this.
So
Yeah.
if your big argument was you felt excluded, you felt like you were discriminated against, you felt like you weren't welcome, you felt like you weren't loved, don't meet that with the same thing that you experience. And that goes with everything. If you were someone who was bullied your whole life, you don't have to become a bully. You don't have to become someone who was abused their whole life and then become the abuser. Change the path now. Let's make this an acceptable place for all of us. And if you are American, let's make this a better America to live in.
Everybody love everybody.
Exactly. Let's all love each
Tony
other.
Blackwell 2024.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Here's
Peace.
some Max Bolton. We're out of here. End of the podcast. We're out. Bye.
Bangin' beers, bangin' beers, time to bang some beers. Bangin' beers, bangin' beers, time to bang some beers. If you got some beers to bring, you know we're always down to hang. 1 or 2 or 3 more, come see what we've got in store. A beer for you and a beer for me, 1 and 1, and that makes 3. So if you think you're down to hang, come and join the Bangin' Gang. Bangin' beers, bangin' beers, time to bang some beers. Bangin' beers, bangin' beers.